Farah, you can yeet her across the screen as well into some really big plus frames. Ooh, gap close quickly from Rewind. Rewind, the American, rocking the blue version, and Nicolas, the Chilean flag, rocking the red. This is actually meant to be.
Yeah, it's meant
this
to be.
This is iconic.
Oh, side switch right here. Is Rewind going to break? Yeah, also he said, no, you're not going to get any more of that damage. Oh, the whip punish didn't believe in it. Goes for the overhead. Rewind tried to look for a whip punish, but unfortunately gets lasered in the toe. Double leg. My God. Hard knock. You about that life? Oh, try to go up block right there, but unfortunately going to get scouted out. The command grab coming through. Scara. Oh, my God. This damage. 264. Nice armor. Oh, armor right back at you after it. Nicolas all on Rewind at this point in time.
Strong start to the top seed.
Ooh, not the reversal with a short. You can instead. That's actually kind of crazy from Rewind. But hey, it's a decision that worked. Damage.
Hey, this is Mortal Kombat, but an uppercut is still a Shoryuken. Right to the corner. This character, the master of coast-to-coast combos, instantly mixing and making a health bar. You guys want to see a magic trick? He's going to make a health bar disappear in about 10 seconds.
A block. Wait a second, Aqua.
I'm a liar.
Oh,
goes for the grab, goes for the eyes, and Farah's going to launch with it. We're going back to the other corner. None of this battle's happening mid-screen.
Bro, we went to east to the west coast and back to the west coast. Are you kidding me? Goes for the throw. One good read. Don't you dare wake up armor. Oh! They shared the brain cell.
They're trying to laser each other right there, whipping both, and Rewind surviving a scare.
He said, I'm better. Oh, yo, they are playing on the same brain length, but it looks like Nicolas is just a tad bit faster.
By the way, this matchup also canon in a sense, but I'm not going to elaborate.
God dang it.
At all.
Don't elaborate.
Goes for the overhead. Block this time. Great stuff. Everyone has to get out of this corner, though.
Oh, command grab was ducked. He got a little examples on Farah.
Row.
Gonna be able to break soon. No, drops the combo instead. Flawless block, beautiful from Rewind. Gonna nickel and diamond as much as possible.
Yeah, wants the single hit right now.
Grab.
Work around the breaker. The low works. He forces it off the combo, though.
Command grab, one more guess. Another throw. No, he just goes for the mid instead.
Ooh, the super knee.
Rewind should have took a second. I don't agree with that immediate rematch.
Again, should Nicolas win this? We got two players at 2-2. Down to individual games. If Nicolas wins this 3-0, I think it is GG's. He said 3-1, probably GG's.
Yeah, he really needs to take this set. Sure, Rewind. If Rewind lose 3-0, I think Tweety just automatically gets in. 3-1, it might be close.
All right, I think I got confirmation. If Rewind wins, he's through. If he loses 3-2, it is a tie break down all the way to, I believe, individual rounds.
Okay.
And then if he loses, Tweety will advance. Or sorry, if he loses 3-1, Tweety will advance.
Oh, my math was right. Oh,
yep.
Who would have thought?
Yo, high five.
My math was right.
That was good. That's a great on-the-fly mathematician, Tento, the scholar.
Goes for the low. Sure, you can. That's where he tried that down too, but guess what? There wasn't anything right there. Rewind trying to stay alive, but my God, choke him.
The grip. Just a stagger right there. Look at him. He's got the ups.
Uppies. Oh,
fantastic decision to jump back, and it's as if he reacted to that. Had to punish with the flight forward. The mobility of this character through the literal roof.
Oh my God. It's not going to be too much damage because it's scale, but still, damage is damage nonetheless. Rewind going to hold all of it. Okay, I said scale, but 270
a lot of people think it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it kind of still does.
Oh, no, command grab again. Yo.
And that was at a range where it was going to put him at your chip territory. He definitely had to break. Raw uppercut, though. There's multiple things that this character can do. Alpha of his dash, one of them is an uppercut, one of them is a grab, and that's the mix. Goes for the grab this time. Nicolas all over it. 2-0. Elimination point against Rewind right now. When this group started, this is not where I thought we would be. I thought we'd be kind of here in a sense, but not in this particular match, with particularly this on the line.
So, like we said, Rewind.
Think about going back to the very first games of the entire group. If Rewind had done anything differently in those first 2 games against Javier,
it would have been a whole different story. So, like we said, a reminder, Rewind needs to win at least 2 games. If he loses 3-2, he still advances. If he loses this right now, Tweety gets in.
That's where we are. This is the timeline we have found ourselves in, ladies and gentlemen.
Locking in, we're going to the Halloween stage. Halloween coming a little bit early this time around.
Hey,
Trick or treat.
Just a different take of the mansion here. Trick or treat. Havoc in the back.
Lots of damage.
Watch it all unfold. A good start. Here's Rewind.
Down
Sorry, it
folks.
was Nicolas. Actually, I got mixed right there.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, they actually switched. Well,
Wait.
yeah, wait. My brain just broke.
Bro.
My brain literally just broke.
Wait.
Yeah.
Nicolas is blue now?
Yeah.
Nicolas is blue now. Why? Why did you do that to us?
Oh, because it went back to character select.
Yeah, they went back to character
and then
select.
he selected Homelander first.
Oh, no.
Oh, my brain is broken, ladies and gentlemen. This.
All right, well, Rewind's now red, and he needs to see red right now if he wants to take it. Didn't confirm it. Gets the shimmy, though. But no, he doesn't. No, Rewind.
Maybe that's
Rewind.
what needed. Oh, there could be Nicolas. That should be it. The fatal blow. Had it the first time off the drop. Picked it up with the second. It doesn't even need it. It's going to risk it all into the kick. No up block from Rewind. Match point for Nicolas.
Rewind. Your life at Final Combat is literally on the line. If you don't lock in, you're out. Oh, my goodness. Imagine if Rewind loses here, but then Axar goes on to make it. His name gets to live on somewhat.
What a timeline. I still made top 8.
Technically. I made it happen somehow. Oh, God, though. All right, Rewind. Tacking on the damage.
Oh, that was the
triple leg.
optimal. I'd never see Homelander stuff the audacity
Man.
for the triple boot.
That was a stinky leg in itself. The pressure right now, and just holding it, is Nicolas. Overhead, good block, armors through. He saw the gap. Catches him. Hard knock, are you about that light? 242 for it. Down pokes, get the conversion. You're kidding me. You're kidding me.
Nicolas was so ready. We saw a conversion from Rewind earlier himself.
What the heck? Parry to? How did you parry that? He goes for the low.
Oh my goodness, it whipped. Hold on a second, Nicolas. This is awful close. He couldn't break because they had a fair. This is essential. Everyone at the edge of their seat right now. Is it over?
He's actually dead. Wait. Laser? Is that it?
This is the last hit.
He did!
Oh my goodness! Rewind eliminated from Final Combat. Nicolas making it to the final day. 4-0 out of the group.
Tweety's in. Tweety's in.
And we can say it. Tweety is in the Final Combat top 8. Through all of the trials and tribulations that man has been through, what a story to show up after 5 years of not showing up to a tournament in person and be one of the 8 best players on planet Earth. That just happened.
I'd say it time and time again, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. We thought Tweety was going to be out of there. He was 0-2 to start off, clutched up where it mattered, won his last 2 games, and Rewind unfortunately fell short, and that is what Tweety needed. He's going to be in top 8. Who he has to fight, I don't know, but nonetheless, yo, he's in there.
He'll be facing the winner of Group D, which we'll be seeing shortly after this. There's one group left. 6 of our 8 finalists have been set. Sonic Fox and Gur from Group 8, Kanimani and Lavender from Group B, Nicolas and Tweety from Group C. And now how it lines up for Finals Day from who's made it out so far is because we do have some matchups lined up. Tomorrow in the finale, Sonic Fox versus Lavender Rain, Gur versus Kanimani are the first couple of matches that you guys will be seeing.
That is absolutely insane to think about, but I cannot even imagine the pressure that's relieved off of Tweety, but definitely feel for Rewind right now, knowing that he was that close. Like, think about it. You didn't even have to win. You just needed 2 games, and you would have been good.
Yep.
And you couldn't even get the 2 games.
Sensational play from Nicolas. Complete shutdown. He looked so comfortable and confident in the mirror. Congratulations, Nicolas, once more in the final circle here.
I don't know what to say, man. I do not say.
Number 2 seed, thank you guys so much for being with us here. That was group number C. We're done for the day. We're going to send you guys to the Twins after this short break to close out the group stages. And we'll see you tomorrow for the finale. It's been an absolute pleasure, Tento.
Always.
Hope you guys have enjoyed this incredible Mortal Kombat action. Thank you for being here with us. Love you. And we're going to go to a break. We'll be right back with the final group and more Mortal Kombat on the way.
Havoc. Havoc.
Welcome back, you wonderful people, to Final Kombat 2025. My name's Ketchup, and I'm joined by my beloved twin brother Mustard. We are going into our final block of the day. For those that are just joining us, these group stages are all about sending 2 players from each group into tomorrow's top 8 finals. A $200,000 prize pot on the line. The higher you place, obviously, the more money you take home. It has been a ridiculous tournament so far, up until the very last match of Group C, where Tweedy, having not really competed at all this year, with the exception of that online qualifier that took him here, made it, alongside Nicolas, to the top 8 finals. An unbelievable finish, and his pop-off in the back room, you wouldn't have seen it, was insane. He was so excited, but now no time to reflect on that. One final group, Faisal Kombat, VideoGamezYo, ScorpionProcs, Axar, and Sholeta. We have a big collection of EMEA here, we have to be honest, and a little bit of LATAM as a sprinkle.
A perfect finish to the day. It has been a long day, you know, the hours have been plentiful, but one group left to go. 2 more spots for tomorrow's playoffs, the finals. Who's it going to be? Ooh, okay.
All right, our first match of this block. There's a lot of history to this matchup. There's a lot of history to this. VideoGamezYo, the greatest player in the UK and has been since the MK11 days. You know, Foxy Grandpa and him used to go head-to-head. In MK1, VGY is very much kind of ascended in that regard and is, you know, the local hero for us. We're going to try not to be very biased.
Hey, you say we're going to try not being biased? I don't promise to try
Hey, look, it's late in the day, the jet lag's kicking in, and the patriotism will come out,
hey,
maybe or maybe not.
has just been that just consistent UK international player, right? Especially of this year.
And we're live.
He's just been playing.
No, we're not. That looked like an aggressive start.
No, but he has just been grinding non-stop. He has been always trying to get to that next level of the game. And again, another one, I feel like a broken record saying this, another one of our repeat back-to-back Final Kombat finalists.
Not only that, though, but VideoGamezYo last year at Final Kombat.
He made the Sunday finals.
He made Sunday finals.
He did.
Now, Axar, a very, very brief intro before we get into this first match. There was a last chance qualifier yesterday in Mexico, an open bracket tournament. The winner directly qualified to today's matches. Axar was that champion, defeating Brazilian legend Conqueror. So, with all that out the way, these 2 players have played each other online and offline countless times. They are of the same region, and they compete in the same tournaments. How it's going to go offline, though, very different story. VGY going in with the Shang, having good space control, the Tremor being able to make that bed of spikes just such a nightmare option. Look at how active that is. But not even mentioning, if he wants to morph into Reiko, he knows how to play the character and gets a damage buff.
It is interesting, though, because VideoGamezYo has been the kind of player to have a weird selection of characters up his sleeve. Obviously, he has the mains, you know, the characters he's kind of mainly known for, but he will just have strange picks that are either player-dependent, matchup-dependent, and right now, this Shang Tremor, I mean, Shang is not a particularly, you know, spotlight, front row and center of the meta at all, but VGY has had a belief in this character for quite some time, although that first round will go to Rewind. Rewind's Axar. Rewind being the player who sent Axar here to Mexico.
Yeah, some of you watching are probably thinking, hang on, why does that say Rewind?
Yeah, didn't Rewind just play in the last group?
Rewind and Axar are very close, and they both play Reiko and grind together. Rewind personally funded Axar's trip to the last chance qualifier. Clearly, his generosity was rewarded as Axar is here today. So, round 1 up here is Axar, already backed VGY into that corner. And we'll see where we go from here, the staggers.
But I feel like VGY is quite a close-range Shang player. You know, Shang definitely has that reputation for being more of like a zoning archetype. He's got a strange selection of tools, right? A lot of unique options. But the Shang Tremor, it kind of just lets you be a bit of a mid-screen bully, right? Again, bed of spikes right there. You get that when you're in young mode. So active all the time, just such a neutral obstacle. You can poke into it, you can cancel into it. But then at the same time, armor into Tremor, like it's really kind of like, again, you brute force your turn constantly.
One thing I have to say though, you know, VGY has a lot of belief in this Shang. Axar is going to be more than prepared for this matchup because one of Axar's main training partners, Faisal, who incidentally is in this group as well. Faisal, another Shang Tremor player. So this matchup, there's knowledge.
Pretty rough situation here for VideoGamezYo, yeah. No reason not to go for that slide. There was no meter to save you from that chip damage. no more break opportunity, nothing to save you there except just a last-minute flawless block. But to flawless block a move that fast out of nowhere, easier said than done. But no, it's an interesting point about this group is because we do have Faisal Kombat, VideoGamezYo, Axar, these are training partners. You know, they're from the same region.
They all play together.
They're all EMEA, so they are all constantly grinding the game, and now they end up in the same group. So sometimes when you enter tournaments like this, you might have the element of surprise. You might play a character someone's not as particularly ready for, or you might, you know, just bring something to the table they haven't seen. They are literally training partners. There is like very little they can bring out that they haven't seen before, which means the quality of games is going to be fantastic, but it is going to be just good old-fashioned who plays better on the day.
I mean, I know a lot of people know VideoGamezYo for being a General Shao player among other characters. Quite a few General Shao players do say they do not like the Reiko matchup. Reiko's tools just, there's something about how they merge in the match that just makes it much easier for Reiko. So I don't think VGY will try that in this. Going in with the Homelander though, Homelander, that was the character that granted him mass success in Combo Breaker, the major tournament in Chicago earlier this year.
I'd say Homelander's probably the most popular character we've seen across all of the groups together today. Like, he's definitely up there with one of the most played characters. Just very strong, very aggressive, very in your face. However, Axar doesn't seem to care. Axar, I feel we haven't talked much about him, a day one Reiko specialist. And this is a character who's changed quite a bit in the game and always rolled with the punches, always made the best of it, and is now thriving.
Yo, Reiko right now,
this character.
Reiko right now is the best he's ever been in the meta. And with Axar being a day one master of the character, I mean, it's a perfect marriage. However, there's the dunk, use the tremor to turn it into a full combo. No doubt you would have seen that a lot in Group C. You'll be seeing it a lot more today, Axar. It will be Reiko and only Reiko. Big knockdown though for VGY. Next snap for good Oki. Good knockdown situations, plus frames on the down 4.
But again, you notice VGY does not want to overcommit in there in the corner. You have that corner pressure, but Homelander can afford to be a little bit further away, about sweep distance, although Axar, and just find a big moment, and that's huge. Not quite enough to kill, but how do you avoid this?
VGY has to pull off a really... Oh, I had to pull off some kind of crazy comeback there, but Homelander couldn't get the job done. We again go to character select, and VGY, knowing for using so many characters, it's not just the character matchup, though. Sometimes it's the player. He'll pick up on certain tendencies and think, right, this character with this cameo seems to be the right choice. He did it at Combo Breaker against Online KO, defeating him with Ghostface, of all characters. Don't really think we're going to be seeing it as much here, but he has to make a decision. You know, there was no character change. Sometimes players will just go back to character select for the extra time.
I'm sure he was considering it, but that's kind of a problem you can have when you play loads of characters, even if you play them at a really high level. If you make a choice for a certain matchup and it doesn't work out, you can't help but feel like, okay, I just wasted a match. You know, I didn't get the job done. I wasn't able to get it going.
And as we've seen throughout the course of the day in this group stage, when you're calculating results, every match counts. You cannot afford to throw one away. Axar. Oh my
Especially
God.
when you're staring down Axar, who is just on such a roll already.
He's just on fire at the moment.
I mean, we've got to remember, this is Group D. I know the graphic says C, but this is Group D, the final group of the day. So Axar, he's been here all day. You know, he has been waiting, watching, and it's just been raring to play. And we're seeing now, what a catch!
Down one, up punch.
That's what I'm saying. Like, normally you wouldn't see that poke committed like that, but Axar, he just knows it was the right choice, and he is correct. But right now, VGY manages to find some sort of situation here. Oh. Oh,
Risky.
wow.
Oh, no. Wait. Oh, my lord. Tried to be cheeky with the down one armor. VGY spending the bar of meter just to make this combo do extra damage, and you will have to. Is that enough?
Oh,
no, too late.
Tragic
too
for
late.
VGY. VGY was going for something really optimal there, trying to squeeze out as much damage. This is 1,100 health for Reiko Tremor.
That's the only reason VGY tried to turn it into more optimal.
But to then drop it. Not only drop it, but drop the combo at a point that you then take a hit.
This is looking like a really rough start for VGY.
Oh, no.
On the verge of Axar taking this 3-0. On the flip side, what a wonderful start for Axar, as he is just on fire. Dunk!
Potentially one hit away here. No meter, but Tremor is getting back.
Oh,
one
God.
hit at a time.
Problem is Reiko, overheads, lows, plus frames, chip damage. You've only got 100 and a bit health left. You can't afford to take anything. VGY, this has to be a non-stop train of momentum. Back to back.
Just returned the catch immediately. Going into the stars for a swift 3-0. Axar could not have started the group in a stronger fashion. If you're VGY, you know you're not happy with that. That is like the opposite of what you want to happen, but that's what happens at the highest level of play, man. You know, we've been playing for like, what, 7 hours, 7, 8 hours. This stream has already been today.
All day long.
And you know, it has been the story of this from start to finish. You know, when training partners have to face off, it's like I was saying, you just see good old-fashioned high-level play. And sometimes it goes your way, and sometimes it doesn't. And at the moment, Axar on fire, completely and utterly.
This is the guy that won the last chance qualifier yesterday. It was a one-day open bracket tournament, just for the sake of production. The names, whoop whoop, we are twins. Don't worry, I forgive you.
You're wearing red today.
I know.
You're trying to make it easy.
No, mate, now as a twin, you're not used to getting other people confused. I was at EVO last year, and I saw ScorpionProcs and Nicolas.
I know where this is
They
going.
were sitting next to each other, and I went, hey guys. They both turn around and go, hi. At the same pitch, at the same time, they look at me in the exact same facial expression. I cannot tell the two of them apart.
So the Exorcist, just the head just turns around
But
at the
just
same time.
it may as well have done with how blindsided I was, because all I could think of was, oh, so that's what it feels like. Now, our next matchups, we've got the list between Faisal, Sholeta, ScorpionProcs, so you know you'll be seeing ScorpionProcs step up to the plate.
I'm gonna say though, this is another group where it's really hard to tell who's gonna make it out. I think Axar, from what we've seen from all the players, Axar is playing just on another level.
He could totally make it.
Unstoppable through the LCQ. Started off today with a 3-0 win. Already, Group A, Sonic Fox and Gur qualified. Group B, Kanamani and Lavender Rain. Group C, Nicolas and Tweedy. ScorpionProcs on your left, Sholeta on your right. ScorpionProcs, the twin brother of Nicolas, and they have been like 2 peas in a pod. You know, the entire time of this competitive journey since they exploded onto the scene in MK11. They were just trading major wins back and forth, you know, an Evo here, a combo breaker there. But this year, and for the longest time, we would see them both and be like, right, they are basically exactly the same player. They have the same kind of results, they play the same characters, they seemingly are like just exact copies of each other. In MK1, it's got to be said, Nicolas has been a lot more consistent. Nicolas is that undisputed #2 player in the entire game, and that comes with 2 EVO finals, 2nd place back-to-back, final Kombat 2nd place last year. ScorpionProcs, on the other hand, has always been doing well enough to make it into the final Kombat, into the top 8 of this major, but has had a much harder time to do so. You know, a lot more kind of early bracket losses, a lot more upset wins against him, right? Which is crazy to say upset, considering both ScorpionProcs and Nicolas are still so young. You know, they are some of our younger players. Sholeta as well, a very young player.
Yeah, speaking of young players, Sholeta, one of our youngest competitors in the pro scene, but has just consistently been just that top Mexican talent. And you know, you'll see here, was able to qualify through the online Mexican portion of Liga Latina. So very much a hometown hero for this crowd. And we'll see how this one goes. ScorpionProcs, you know, like you kind of mentioned before, hasn't quite had the same success as his brother in this game. However, an event like Final Kombat, that's kind of where you can really separate yourself.
But that's also
this is the story that people will talk about. If you make finals, you win, you know, the story changes.
I mean, absolutely. But it's also not to say that ScorpionProcs is lacking in success in this game. It's just, you know, his brother is 2nd place for all the world championships, right? So it's kind of, it's a hard act to follow. But this could be the year. You know, this could be the year that ScorpionProcs is able to bring it home in MK1. It'll be difficult. You know, ScorpionProcs and Sholeta, 2 players who are very similar in terms of character choice, in terms of they play what they think is good. You know, some players, they'll have their favorite, and I'm sure many of our viewers at home are the same, right? You play a fighting game, you have your favorite character, especially something like Mortal Kombat. You know, how many of you out there have spent the better part of like 10, 20 years, maybe longer, playing Scorpion exclusively or Sub-Zero, because they're just your favorite, and they're all who you want to play. At a competitive level, there is still an element of that for sure, but at the highest level, some players, esports is their passion. You know, they love the game, but they love esports. They love competitive, and they will play whatever they think is the strongest. And sometimes players, they will go through a lot of characters while they find out who they think that is.
As someone said once upon a time, pick a top tier.
I mean, if you're a top-level player and you're playing a character who is objectively very strong, you're just making your job easier, you know, across the board. Not easy, but easy.
I mean, at the very least, just don't pick yourself into a bad matchup when there's 200 grand on the line.
So we've seen plenty of Havoc today, but a mixture of cameos. Sometimes Striker, sometimes Movado, still plenty of both of them. some chameleon earlier. From
Oh, let's
Sholeta.
go. That
Ooh.
up block on the overhead. There are so many possible things that Reiko can do off the back of that. He can go for more plus frames. He can go for a low that knocks you down. If he grabs your up block, that command grab does even more damage. I cannot state enough how much of a risk that was, but you have to be confident here. You cannot just hold the mix.
Then 2 Reiko back to back. Not surprised. Oh, wow. Nice catch. Not
Plus
surprised
frames.
to see Reiko quite a bit as well. This character's so strong these days. Also very cool. Yeah, I'm a big fan of watching Reiko, especially in this version of the game. So
Hey,
much damage.
Reiko's come a long way. The last time we saw Reiko as a playable character was Mortal Kombat Armageddon back in the PlayStation 2 days.
Yeah, a year or 2 ago.
Yeah, just
It's
a little
been
bit.
A little while.
Just a little bit, mate. Oh,
Ooh,
tried to get the down
okay.
2. Really nice timing on those grenades. You couldn't even squeeze a down 2 out of that to punish. You might see sometimes, we might have mentioned this throughout the day, when you see something like striker grenades and the opponent just uppercuts, you think, oh, that's a really bad answer, isn't it? You're just trying to trade favorably. You're going to get hit regardless. You don't want to hold the block advantage from grenades. You just take the damage of an uppercut and call it a day. Big slam.
No
Speaking
meter
of,
spent on this,
second.
just Tremor, but at this point, meter, a single grab can kill, but won't need to. The uppercut, the classic. We're talking old school Mortal Kombat earlier. How about finish with an uppercut?
That one was from 1992, mate.
That's been working for 30 years and still working now. ScorpionProcs, my goodness. Yeah, this Reiko. Always a question mark as to who we're going to see ScorpionProcs play in tournament, right? Because across this game, we've seen so many characters from him. Havoc, Baraka, Reiko, many more.
Fakes out the Tremor. We've already established those layers. Just because you're calling Tremor cameo doesn't mean you always have to commit to an option.
But that's what makes Tremor so scary, right? Sometimes when you see Tremor come out, he does the flex, and sometimes disappears, sometimes he doesn't move. That's like Tremor's whole thing. He goes between different variations, just like MKX. You have access to all of his powerful tools at a moment's notice. But you don't have to commit to him. And at this level of play, when people are so used to fighting against Tremor, they'll see Tremor and they'll know what to expect. So the Tremor player gets to fake them out, right? You don't have to commit, and then suddenly...
Oh, hang on.
It's really
We've got
scary.
meter. That's the round.
That should be enough if you want to spend it.
Side switch. Yes.
That's an optimal ender for ScorpionProcs.
Man just does a straight up impaler DDT. Love it. It's magical game, full screen. Again,
and that's right there. So you see the hesitation to punish the roll.
you know Strike is coming.
That's because ScorpionProcs knows that roll is that roll is normally really dangerous to do by itself. But at this level of play, you know that strike is coming. You have that experience.
If it's too good to be true, oh God!
Okay, it's quite rare that we see Reiko players combo off the overhead like that.
But
The timing is very
It's
strict.
just so good. If you time it correctly, that combos from both the low sweep and the overhead is an unreactable, launching, safe 50-50.
Yeah, we're doing DDTs, suplexes.
I like what I see.
Reiko is a fan of a certain sport. Oh!
Mate, we're in Mexico. Wrestling's what it's all about.
That's a good point. Oh my goodness, look at this control though from ScorpionProcs. Just absolute domination of this neutral so far. Sholeta, the scoop. 2-0 lead. Man, this group is speeding through already. 3-0 start from Axar. Now ScorpionProcs on the verge of a 3-0 against Sholeta. And this is a very competitive group as well, so this kind of dominant situation. And we just saw it come down to a potential tiebreak situation earlier in Group C, or getting close to it. So you know how important these individual matches will be.
I mentioned this at the start of Group D, like the importance of not dropping unnecessary games is vital.
Yeah.
We saw exactly that through how Tweedy qualified in Group C. It all came down to just every match. ScorpionProcs looking to start things off big time. Is going to eat the grab into Striker Gun, but some of you more keen-eyed viewers might notice that Striker, the icons on the top, when that machine gun comes out, the entire Striker gauge depletes. So it takes quite a while for him to come back.
It's stronger than the grenades, but it costs twice as much cameo meter to use, right? That's the trade-off.
All right, we're mixing. Wait, we're mixing. We're
Nice.
mixing.
Okay, hang on, fatal blow.
No
Just
break.
before, ScorpionProcs is a shred away from building Breaker. That is good. And
And
even
the crowd reacts to that immediately.
even with that extra 100 health, I think that's still
Oh no,
enough,
mate, you're
surely.
dead. You are 1,000% dead.
That is exactly what Sholeta has been needing to find in this entire set. A big opening, fatal blow confirmed, The crowd making some noise. That gets you back in the zone.
There's just something so disgusting about how Havoc beats you so hard, his arms disintegrate, and he just kills you with the bones.
But looking at him, he can't be all that well put together. I can't imagine it takes much for it to fall off.
I'm pretty sure if he sneezes, his nose falls off.
Yeah, and then it grows back. Gross.
Well, he hasn't got a nose, actually. He chooses to leave it off in the lore.
That's just
fun fact.
That's disgusting.
He chooses to keep his nose off. Weird guy. Oh, chip damage.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on a minute. No command grab for you, Sholeta. Signs of life from the young man from Mexico. This is exactly what he needs. No, stop whipping.
I mean, he's got a lot of life to work with. He's got the breaker. Sholeta is a number of mistakes away from losing this round.
Overhead.
ScorpionProcs, on the other hand, no meter. Tremor is gone for a while. This will be a good old-fashioned Reiko comeback.
Hey, a second we get that Tremor. Tremor. Oh, he tanked it, but it didn't matter. That's what I'm talking about. And this crowd sees the life in Sholeta. One game on the board. This set is not over.
But even down to the end, ScorpionProcs punishing with the uppercut, calling Tremor. Maybe the Tremor call was to sponge a grenade, but obviously the machine gun was the option there, so machine gun hitting multiple times. Yeah, Tremor's going to sponge the first bullet, but the rest are going straight through.
That's a totally new dynamic these days. Oh,
wow.
Oh my lord.
Hang on a minute,
EX helping hand, that does so much damage.
ScorpionProcs was starting this off with a 2-0 lead, but Sholeta is dragging this back just as fast.
And Tremor getting hit. Normally when the cameo gets hit, there's about a 6-second penalty. Tremor is so good that if he gets hit, he's gone for 10 seconds.
Hey, he's big reward, but if you use him incorrectly, you are punished severely. But Sholeta, just as fast as we can make that point, already a round back now.
Dude, Reiko without Tremor, he's just a man. Gets the uppercut.
Now, ScorpionProcs trying to get these uppercut punishes as much as possible. Again, it's all about trying to trade favorably. If the striker grenades are going to come through and you do the uppercut, hey, even if the grenade hits you, you're doing more damage. But
all right, hang on. ScorpionProcs bringing this round back much faster than the first round. If you'd believe it, down one. No plus frames commits. I mean, look.
Okay.
You're down on life. It's not worth using the breaker, but if it hits a potential comeback, I understand. But now match point, ScorpionProcs. Plus frames.
Massive advantage into the overhead.
There are lots of different moves Tremor can do, but that lava burst has the best block situation. It is so plus.
Which is good, because if you've got advantage, your opponent knows, right, okay, no, they can move before me, I've got to defend against something. And what is Reiko throwing at you? Overhead, command grab, advantage low.
Really good block on the low there,
Amazing buttons
ScorpionProcs.
to turn damage from anything.
Blocking a striker mix-up that involves the machine gun, that cameo cooldown is pretty long, so it means that you can kind of chill for a bit. Maybe not so much until that first grenade comes back. However, commits to the mix-up. There's no breaker for ScorpionProcs. A big knockdown. What do we do from here? Staggering, the back two
Nice
on its
punish,
own.
yeah.
Nice dashing grab. ScorpionProcs has a breaker, yes, but every individual hit here is going to count. It's going to make the breaker less important. You can't break if you're dead.
Full whiff, no. Didn't get the punish in time. Covered it with the machine gun, very smart.
Oh, but with ScorpionProcs being so low, even the chip of that machine gun was bad. He whiffs! No, Sholeta!
Sholeta had an opportunity to take the game there, wasn't able to capitalize.
Too far away to make most of the down four.
Nice.
The whiff! We're bringing ourselves into a game 5, and Sholeta on the verge. He was getting destroyed 2 clean games. This is his first tournament match of the day.
God,
it is late here in Mexico.
I mean, it's not. It's like 7 p.m.
It is when these players have been up for as early as they have, and they're gamers. You know what it's like.
I mean, that's fair enough. But
People on those pro gamer sleeping patterns, man.
But the stress, it's written all over his face. But listen to this crowd here in Mexico.
Not even. Let's let the crowd speak for them. Oh, come on, crowd. If you did it a bit longer, that would be a great moment. Sholeta.
But you can tell Sholeta is feeling that energy right now. This crowd, they are rooting for one player right now, and it is Sholeta, the local player from Mexico.
Getting hit by quite a lot of things here, but nothing substantial. Helping hand, EX, lots of damage. For those that may not know, that enhanced version of that armored move there, that one right there, the more hits that Havoc takes, the more damage the slap will deal if it hits them. Oh, he's picked it up. Tremor. Oh, you're done. That's the round.
No!
Thankfully,
ScorpionProcs.
we've got mix-ups.
Do you reckon ScorpionProcs tried to go into Fatal Blow there, but Tremor was still out?
He must. There's nothing else he could have tried to go for, right?
Either way, that
nothing
is,
came
again,
out.
another match point situation for ScorpionProcs, but Sholeta very much still alive. Plenty of resources here. Lots of meter. Back to the wall, which isn't ideal for him, but looks like ScorpionProcs not overly eager to go for some sort of corner pressure right now. Playing it slow, yep.
Striker saved the day. Havoc did take a huge amount of damage, though. You may armor through things, but you still take the hit. All right, Striker, knockdown, taser, zap, zap. Anti-air, clean standing one, and a side switch thanks to the scoop. What's next? Jump in.
And as soon as Striker comes back, like the frame, Sholeta's ready. Massive combo damage in the corner. Sholeta now potentially one hit away from taking the
grab!
round. Will this do enough? I don't think so.
1100, you're still alive, but barely.
Oh, and then grenade, no, okay, the poke will do it. Sholeta manages to find the round, and it is a Game 5 last round situation. Millie, this is just a second game in Group D. How does this keep happening, Ketchup? Oh, here we go.
Sing it to us, crowd. Sing it to us. I'm going to take my headset off and put it towards the crowd if he wins. The people need to hear this. However, match point both sides. ScorpionProcs.
Hey, let's not speak too soon. This is still ScorpionProcs we're talking about.
No! Drops the combo. That's so tragic. Oh dear. No tremor though. No combo. But that's a big DDT. 210 damage.
Again, try to call the tremor, but the exact same situation.
He wanted the trade. He wanted the trade. He'll take that damage.
Sholeta knows it worked last time. Why not do it again? And it did.
Oh, one stagger too many. Getting a bit greedy with it. Went for the unbreakable.
Yeah, if that down two hit as a counter hit, that could be over. Oh, okay.
The forbidden button.
There it is! Sholeta finds it! Will he be able to finish the combo? Yes, he is!
Sholeta has done it! His first game of the day against the legendary ScorpionProcs, and he finds the button he's looking for. Here we go.
That is sweet music to my ears, man. That is what it's all about. If ever you're at home thinking, hey, this competitive fighting game business is pretty interesting, but what's the point of it all? This right here. Listen to this crowd. Look at the smile plastered all over Sholeta's face. This is what it's all about. Oh, that community spirit.
Video games are pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, man. Long live Mortal Kombat. That's all I'm saying. Sholeta. Now,
amen to that.
Let's not get... So, given by that crowd reaction, you might think...
You'd think he just won the whole tournament.
Damn, Sholeta qualified out of the group. That was Sholeta's first match. So I think Sholeta can rest easy, knowing that the crowd support is going to be there for most likely the remainder of his games.
Here's the thing, though, Jake.
But there's so much more to play. We are not even close to finished in this group.
I'll tell you why the crowd cared about that so much. There's many reasons. The first, a reverse sweep. We cannot understate that was a reverse sweep.
Yep. A reverse sweep from a... I mean, let's be real, one-sided two matches.
It looked free. It looked free.
Done.
However, not only that, ScorpionProcs was a heavy hitter. This group is full of them. But when you look at ScorpionProcs, you think, right, this is going to be a real challenge. You know, this is ScorpionProcs we're talking about. Being able to defeat ScorpionProcs in your first game, that just means so much. Off to a flying start. And I mean, how good are you going to feel from this point onwards?
I mean, it is... When you're looking at the group, especially if you're someone like Sholeta, right? I mean, ScorpionProcs and Nicolas, they're like local legends at this point. You know, they're still really young, but for how little they've competed in the grand scheme of things, the success they've achieved is phenomenal. So to look at this group of players, you know ScorpionProcs is one that you'll see and go, right, that is going to be a problem. You know, that is a mountain to climb. So to have that win already, fantastic. Speaking of a win already, it is Axar. So as of this match, we would have seen all 5 players in the group. Player on your left, Faisal Kombat from the Middle East, has... qualified through the online point leaderboard, so had some real success at Biennality, the largest event in Europe this year. Combo Breaker, a fantastic performance, which is, you know, community favorite event in Illinois, in North America. Shouts to Combo Breaker and crew. And with some fantastic, basically had the exact same journey as VideoGamezYo, to be honest. They went to the same tournaments, got very similar placements, and were like 5 points within each other on the leaderboard.
They qualified for Final Kombat at the same time.
Yeah, but at the same time, Faisal had his work to do to qualify because he entered the Middle East online qualifiers for Final Kombat. Tekken Master won the regional final. Faisal, 2nd place. So Faisal had to travel, had to go to events to get enough points to go to this event and actually get here, and managed to do so pretty smoothly, I will say. Didn't seem to have a ton of issues on the way. Very interested to see who he's going to play. I'm expecting to see a significant amount of Shang Tsung. Faisal has said on record that Shang is like his favorite character to play in the game, but he kind of thinks maybe the character's not so good. When the chips are down, he tends to play it anyway. Said a lot about similar things about Kitana last year. Another broken record over here. Another repeat Final Kombat player, was here last year as well. Played tons of Kitana last year to a lot of success. And different characters this year. You know,
But
Shang
not
Tsung,
only is Faisal a 2-time Final Kombat, made it to day 2. Made
That's
it
true.
to the top 8. We're talking about the similarities of VGY and Faisal. They have an identical path. So it's the exact same situation. They're even both playing Shang against Axar for the first game. Now,
I will
like
say, compared to the two of them, I think Faisal has more Shang time. I think,
no. When it
I think
comes to Shang,
VGY tends to spread himself across a lot of characters, whereas Faisal concentrates on like a core few at any given time.
oh my god, that overhead just went completely up over the Reiko knee slide. Now, I mentioned this before, Faisal and Axar, they have played thousands of games online against each other. So seeing this offline, this is not only going to be to just be in a better position for the leaderboard of this group, but man, imagine the trash talk when you go home.
I mean, you think you'd at least have the decency to wait until you go home. Because if you're training partners, in the moment, you're going to be like, oh, that's all right, man. Better luck next time. But then you get home, it's time to, hey, remember that time when...
Yeah, in a few months from now.
Remember that time when I stopped you making finals? At
Yeah,
Final
exactly.
Kombat?
In a few months from now, do you remember when I beat you at Final Combat? Morph into Reiko. Damage!
Oh,
wait.
oh.
You're dead.
There's
Oh,
no
you would
way.
have been. You would have been.
Okay, Axar has the break. That would have killed. For sure, that would have killed.
Crystalline armor. Absorb the skulls.
Man, that was
Absorb.
almost dangerous from Faisal. Getting that hit into the restand, getting the mix-up immediately after, that was like the stars aligned. That was perfect meter, but Axar just had the breaker in time.
Tremor getting slapped after that bed of spikes. Gone for 10 seconds in this matchup. That's pretty scary.
It's interesting that Axar is even able to find the space to go for stars, because obviously stars lose to other projectiles, right? And Shang Tsung, the straight skulls of young Shang, they're dangerous. Oh, there's the armor.
So worth it just to get him away. Any command grab, whether it's running, air, or not, it doesn't matter. That with the Tremor, you've seen the damage it deals.
Man, I love watching a high-level Shang Tsung in this game.
Yo, the Morph Punch,
It does-
add it
it's
to your
such-
zoning.
Such a cool design. You know, young Shang getting the straight skulls, old Shang getting the classic ground skulls, having to kind of constantly swap between the two. Oh, the cancel. Axar trying to bait out armor there, perhaps.
Axar still in a decent situation.
Oh, wow. Overhead went straight over the low there.
Oh, didn't.
No,
No, couldn't commit.
Tremor's not ready.
Yeah,
Tremor's
my
not there.
mistake. My mistake.
Oh, wow.
Oh!
Can you kill off of that? Is there enough damage?
Oh,
Wow,
it is!
it was.
Even with the extra HP from Tremor, that was enough damage. Axar, okay.
Axar looking very comfortable. I mean, you could definitely tell that Axar, VGY, Faisal, they play each other all the time. Oh, a dropped combo, though. That's not what you want to happen, especially when Axar is this ready to punish it. Look at the damage lost. Faisal losing a clean 410 just because he dropped a combo. That's why it's important to nail that execution. And, oh, there it is again, the layers. Oh, wow.
my God.
Armor breaking on the stars?
Yes, indeed. That's one thing Stars has always been great at. Every star is its own hit, which means that if attacks have a hit of armor, the stars will chew through them. However, that's why projectiles beat stars.
And again, Faisal. So Faisal keeps getting the armor read on that, but it keeps catching Axar airborne. So you can't get anything more off it. There it is. This is a team that can get an armored launch. Oh, no, another drop! Faisal. You know what? This is actually, dare I say, shades of year one Final Kombat. Faisal went into that event, had to play like early on, was playing, again, very execution-heavy character at the time.
Faisal
and
had to fight Sonic Fox game
and
one.
spent like the first half of the group just dropping everything. And Faisal, again, 2 crucial drops in this game alone. I fear that Faisal may be having the same issues. But obviously, it's a big event right now. You know, it's the World Finals. There's a big crowd here. There's lots on the line. Yeah, we're playing for $200,000, make no mistake. I wonder if Faisal is, again, having a little bit of trouble warming up and kind of getting back to that pace that we know he can play at. But I guess we'll see as the set unfolds.
Well, he's certainly looking good in this round. Nice little knockdown, piece by piece.
The thing is, no one plays perfect 100% of the time. Eventually, you're going to make a mistake. It's just you have to roll with the punches. You have to get over it, move on, try and turn the mistake into something else, perhaps. You know.
Yeah, that use of the tremor punch has just been so good.
Oh, there's the poke. Right, that bed of spikes counter poke. That is like the core of that mind game of Shang Tsung. It's so far, it's so fast, and he goes back so far behind.
Oh, team double, 4 tremors. Pulled the tremor and went for the straight punch.
Interesting use of the morph version of the cameo that we're seeing from Faisal. You know, Shang Tsung is unique in the sense that he could morph into the opponent's cameo for a single attack. But it's weird because he's playing Tremor as well, so he's basically becoming his own cameo, effectively. Yeah, and there's the fake out. Axar was definitely going to be raised at
Oh my god, that was plus frames upon plus frames. Oh dear.
And now it's mix-ups. Yep. Overhead, good block.
Plus frames again.
More advantage.
Challenged it. It confirmed the 2-1. Oh, no breaker needed. I'm going to command grab you. I'm going to go 2-0 up. I'm going to be laughing. Now, Faisal. There's a Homelander available. There's a T-1000.
Yeah, Faisal always plays a number of characters, right? He's played a lot of Ghostface, a lot of T-1000 as of late.
Oh yeah, can't forget the Ghostface.
I can't imagine we'll see him pull out the katana this event, because I don't think he's been practicing it as much. But there it is, T-1000. This is probably his most played character this year that I've seen. Because Faisal does a lot of streaming on Twitch.
Tweedy does a lot of streaming, right? And I swear, over the course of like the last few months, 90% of the time when I tune into Tweedy's stream, he is playing a T-1000 mirror against Faisal. They just are mad with it.
But in this instance, Faisal is going to have to get the full reverse comeback. Ooh, what? That was high damage, excuse me?
Oh, the down 4 is going to take Striker out of the equation. Good use of armor. Not an amazing armored move, but enough to say, you know what, I'm not afraid to fight back, sir.
I mean, we've been talking about how Faisal may potentially have a bit of a slow start today. Axar not having that same problem at all. No, Axar is here to play, and he will. There's a punish.
Spend EX just for extra meter. Dunk it. Frame advantage. What's next? 2-1.
Yo, I feel like...
Oh, no.
That's
You're
an
caught.
Anya.
You're caught.
No! The evasion!
Terminated. I cannot believe he managed to find his way over that.
That was so smart because that teardrop, the morph, it changes the jump trajectory. So Axar saw it. There was grenades covering, but Fatal Blow doesn't care about the grenade. He's going to go for the anti-air. Faisal sees it coming. Clean avoid. That was so clutch from Faisal, and exactly the kind of thing that you need to do to get yourself back into this match.
Never be surprised, mate. Man's an advanced prototype. He's seen encounters that we don't even know are in the game yet. All right, there's that 4-3 mix-up. Goes in for the overhead. Much more reactable, though, is that overhead now. Spending the extra meter. Safe jump. Oh, no, that's going to work, maybe. No! Too slow!
That's it.
Oh my good lord!
So all of like the EMEA players who have been around this weekend, whenever they've been watching Axar play, every time they see Axar with Fatal Blow and someone's near him, every time they're like, Axar's got a Fatal Blow here, and Axar does.
And it hits.
But that's it, because that's the
Although it didn't then.
That's Reiko Fatal Blow, right? It's a command grab, so it's a true unblockable. But he can do a grounded version or an air version. And if you're just standing in front of him, you are instantly forced into a weird dynamic of, do you think I'm going to think you're jumping? Do you know that I know that you know? You know? Yes. Well, not there.
Instant teardrop.
Oh, the cancel to button. Faisal getting tricky here.
That's the low, and that'll be a full combo as well.
Hey,
the break, Axar believes.
See a full reverse 3-0 from Sholeta. Faisal now having to do the exact same thing and looking good so far.
Hey, look, 4-4-4 health left, right? You eat 1 star in the full screen and then get Fatal Blow, Axar wins the round. Like, he doesn't need to hit you anywhere near as much as it looks like he does here. Let's not forget, T-1000 Striker, 900 health character. Tender.
Man, so much time spent just waiting for the other player to make the first move. And Faisal finds it. That's a round on the board. Now 1 round away from tying things up. Wow, that 2 hits into the command grab. People have been scouting that this entire event.
All right, there's the dunk. Poke into Striker. That launcher, no matter when it connects, it will always kind of launch at the same height.
Ooh, okay. And Faisal, I love that. So much advantage whenever you hit your opponent with T-1000, and Faisal is using it to just back off. Reset neutral. Faceout so confident he can win the neutral against Axar here. Ooh, okay. Again, the grenade covered and Axar having to respect it.
You just have to be so hesitant. That will regardless be, would say match point, but Axar dropped the combo.
Oh,
Not that it matters. Okay, now it's match point. I can't even remember what I was talking about. That was such a weird scramble.
Oh, wow, okay.
Oh, no. Oh, my lord, he's just running in. The gunshot, but he was too far away.
T1000 with the gunshot, then Striker with the gunshot. We just got bullet hell.
The problem is, though, Striker was just marginally too far away. You can see those bullets just disappear. That should have been a full combo. That's what Faceout wanted.
I was about to say it's not very realistic, but it is Mortal Kombat. What a combo here, though. The extension. Faceout. This is a good situation to be in. You know, Striker's almost back for another use. Again, using that advantage, backing off. Faceout so confident he can win this neutral.
That's a good backdash on T1000 as well.
Keep Reiko at bay. And there it is again every time. Every time the command grab starts to come through. Axar just not afraid. Always ready with the punish.
What's the mix?
Oh, that might be it.
That's the round.
That's it. That's got to be it. There's no way Axar builds a break here.
No, the combo won't kill, though. It's
No, the drop combo. It definitely won't kill if you drop it.
50-50. Oh, he guesses wrong on the 50-50! Could have been on the ground, could have been in the air.
That was
Faceout called the bluff.
That was a certifiable guess for game moment. Faceout had 300 health left. You are stuck right in front of Reiko. I was just saying, right? Reiko, he could do the grounded unblockable or he can do the airborne unblockable. If you're in front of him, you have to make that decision. Do you think he's going to go for the air one or does he expect you to stay on the ground? You have to decide. And in that instance, Axar, I mean, Axar was in the lead, right? So Axar had the safety net of a game 5 to bet it on. Because if you win, if that guess works, you win the set. We're moving on. We're talking about the next game already.
We are on the verge,
game 5.
very much on the verge though of one reverse sweep to another.
But with how stacked this group is, like they all are, I know, but this group's so stacked. If you're Axar, you want that 2-0 set lead. You do not want to be tying this early.
Oh no, that's a full combo. That's a full scoop versus a 900 HP T1000. That is so much damage.
Nice.
All right, there's the jump 3. Another launch.
Okay, we do see the Fatal Blow spin. This will waste some time. Striker's going to come back, so by the time this is over, Machine Gun will be ready.
Yes, indeed. That's a good call, because when Axar goes down here after Fatal Blow, you're going to have less than 10% life left. You're going to have T1000 with Breaker, with full Striker Machine Gun.
How does Faceout find it? No, Faceout's not in a rush for it. Just the grenades, yep. Just going for neutral, not even looking to rush it. Has the life lead to work with. Axar manages to get the slide. Has to hesitate.
Oh my god.
Oh, if those stars were delayed even slightly, they would have connected.
No! He stood up!
Axar stood up a little bit too early, straight into the projectile, and that's going to give Faceout Kombat match point against him. This T1000 change, so close to resulting in a full comeback.
Yo, the trade combo. Axar went for the anti-air, but the grenades not only stopped him in his tracks, but allowed Faceout to combo off it. Oh, looks for the up block, no one home. Striker grenades, makes the low spike safe. Normally very unsafe on block, those low spikes. Overhead, react to those.
Staggered. Oh, the walk down, Faceout. I managed to get the duck on the back fist, that is bold.
Raw low? Very rarely see that.
Big opening. We're getting close though, Faceout. Didn't overcommit, but okay, the grab. Another drop from Faceout. This is going to result in a significant amount of life lost. It's not going to kill, but Axar is going to be close.
Oh my god, that's hurting so much. Oh my god, how much damage?
Okay.
How much damage?
A lot.
That's over 619! Flawless block, saved his skin. Definitely would have chipped out. Machine gun! He found the machine gun! Faceout! The reverse sweep against Axar puts himself a set on the board. Just like our previous match of ScorpionProcs and Sholeta, bringing it back 3 straight games. Faceout does the very same thing, all thanks to Skynet's very own T1000.
I've got to say, man, I have a feeling this group is going to go down to like the tie break of tie breaks, because we are basically just trading wins for wins right now. You know, and remember, in a tie-break scenario, it goes by games won, then rounds won, and then like seeding from there. So in order for it to be that close, it has to be, you know, it's unlikely.
There's a lot of essentially safeguards in place,
but
right?
When we're watching 3-2, you know what I'm saying? It also makes VGY's original 3-0 loss all the more potential problematic in the long run, but obviously we'll have to wait and see as we get to there. Now we've officially seen everyone in the group play, so Faisal able to win his first match here with the change to T1000. I will say, the fact that he started with Shang, I think is a very Faisal thing, because I know he loves the character. He just really likes playing him. But he did not look quite as clean, I will say. We saw a number of crucial drops that resulted in him taking a lot of damage. T1000 just seemed to be a bit more prepared. I wonder if Faisal is going to see that and be like, you know what? No, wanted to play Shang, but this is a T1000 group now, especially with that kind of result. You know, Axar was coming here with immense momentum, had already had a win under his belt, was looking on the verge of getting another 3-0 win, and at that point he would have been almost unstoppable. But almost being the key word, as he was stoppable in the end.
Hang on a minute. I think I'm going to have this reaction to every single cut to player cam in this group.
But this is the first match between two players who are 0-1 currently. So with this group, man, you cannot afford to lose another set. For VGY and ScorpionProcs, like, man, I do not envy them in this scenario.
I feel like it says a lot to the caliber of players. I mean, like, everyone in this tournament has been unbelievable, but, like,
you just can't afford to lose a single match. That's
just
the truth of it.
You really can't. ScorpionProcs and VGY, these are the players that would often get top 8 at every single pro competition event. We're in a position now, both of them 1 series down, going down 2 series this early.
But down a series,
scary.
Very different circumstances, right? VGY was just a 3-0 sweep, you know, which is not ideal, not what you want to happen, but you can reflect and be like, right, what was I doing wrong? A reverse 3-0 is like, man, I was doing the right thing for a while and then apparently stopped, right? It's different. VGY, though, potentially, this is a button check right now. Would be nice to see him play the General Shao. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. He got a combo off that.
You know what I think is interesting, though? Talking about, I hear players talking to each other about possible character choices and things like that. There is actually a chance that ScorpionProcs might pick Raiden Tremor in this tournament.
I have seen him play it before to success. So I don't know if it's, I mean, it's far from a guarantee, but it's not like completely impossible for him.
Well, we've only seen Raiden once today, and that was Tekken Masters Hail Mary with the Kano pick. What's it going to be?
Okay.
Reiko, General Shao.
Right. You know what? I love this from VGY because I think VGY is really good with characters that we've seen a lot of times, right? He's got that good Homelander. He does play Johnny. But Shao is his bread and butter, but he always plays a different cameo.
But I hear a lot of General Shao players say that they do not like the Reiko matchup.
But maybe Striker brings something to the table, right? This is the first time I've seen Shao Striker.
All right. Tremor whiffing, however. Not going to be too long until he comes back. That back 3 is going to outpace a lot of things. It's a combination, right? Back 3 is a footsie tool, and down 4 going under lots of your highs.
Wow. That was like the latest trade. Oh no, another
Combo drop there from VGY, and that might cost him the round.
Can't be letting that kind of thing happen at this level of play, especially when you've just spent Striker to get it. Oh wow, speaking of spending the cameo, ScorpionProcs does exactly that. Here comes Tremor.
I mean, by the time the round begins, half of Tremor has already regenerated.
Yeah, why not?
Well worth it. If it will kill, do it. Now that button right there, that low kick versus General Shao, a nightmare for him.
Oh, wow, another
trade
armor.
again. Cameos are just getting slapped in the face, here, there, and everywhere.
Seizing that momentum at every opportunity. ScorpionProcs does not want to let VGY get anything started.
It's down 1. Plus frames. Oh, the delayed Tremor. You think he's not going to do it, and then bang, right into the chin. Yeah, it's masterfully played here by ScorpionProcs right now, outspacing VGY. At the effective Shao range, that down 4 is crushing all offensive opportunities.
Oh, okay, there's a little opening there. Not huge damage, but something on the back of it. ScorpionProcs, though, now in the driver's seat again. Tremor's there, spends it for the advantage, turns it into the scoop, and that will be enough damage. ScorpionProcs, a fantastic start. VGY straight back to character select.
I don't think we're sticking with General Shao at all. I mean, like I've said, a lot of General Shao players say that they're not fans of the matchup. I don't know how true that is. Well, you know what it's like with players.
Shao is a bully character. He wants to, you know, he wants to get hand to hand. He wants to establish overhead low, but he has that kind of range problem where Reiko is just going to dominate. This right here, though, this has been a bit of a trump card for VGY throughout this season.
His ghost face is insane.
Well, Ghostface is just, you are in front of this character and you're blocking, he is going to make you guess. Overhead, low, Ghostface Bravado. This is a scary team to defend against. From one bully character to another.
But the only difference with Ghostface is he is a character that can keep you permanently looped into mix-ups. If he hits you, he can end combos in what we call a restand, puts your feet back on the ground, but he still gets another offensive turn, can loop. He's a bit of a glass cannon here at 950, but in some ways, one hit is all he needs
But
to
Procs
get
is
going.
doing such a great job of just keeping him at arm's length.
Punish.
Although that's all it takes is one hit. You were just saying before, if VGY hits this, we're going to end in a restand situation. Foot on the ground, no wake-up options for you. Guess wrong, my friend. Here comes the mine. And that is the name of the game with Ghostface. Get a hit, cash out some damage, turn it into a restand, make them guess again, and keep rinse repeating until they are no more. Here it is,
Speaking of
restand.
which,
Oh, okay, not committing to an option this time, just going for a standing one instead.
that is going to have a fatal blow attached more than likely. And
Wait,
you're
actually,
950.
you die for that.
You're dead, mate. You are 100% dead.
Damn, VGY had so much momentum going in that round, but one mistake punished this hard. ScorpionProcs had the meter to spend, the fatal blow ready.
He just came out of one of the disguises, and ScorpionProcs used the frames to enforce a grab. It was a great choice. Down one, that's plus frames. Big overhead. Right. It's time to scream.
Okay, combo, restand at the end here. What's it mix? What's it gonna be? Ooh, what? Definitely not the ender I was expecting from VGY. I wonder if VGY just losing all that life for committing to a mix-up made him hesitant to do it again. There's another overhead. This time doesn't have the resources to extend on it in a big way, but still, damage is damage. Procs, however, immediate armor. So good at seizing that momentum immediately back. And a scoop again. Tremor is there for a cash out. Should Procs find it? And that's going to be it. Just enough to build the break. And now VGY again put in a bad spot. Oh, the stars all over. Projectiles all the way through, and now on the verge of another 3-0 perhaps. But let's not speak too soon. Procs was just in this exact same situation versus Sholeta, and the comeback was made. However, VGY did just lose his first set on the back of a 3-0 sweep, so interesting dynamic.
He has to make a very difficult decision here. If he truly is going to be going into a third character, you have to dedicate to that the entire time. There's always the opportunity that ScorpionProcs could change character after that and give himself more of an advantage.
Well, I imagine the match has started. We'll be seeing it momentarily, I'm sure. But you got to be careful if you're VGY.
Yo, can we have the gameplay, please?
Yeah, because VGY is known for changing a lot of characters around. There we go. Okay, stuck in with the Ghostface. Sorry about that, folks, but we are back. Stuck in with the Ghostface in the end.
Big catch, restand as well, plus frames.
Oh, overhead. First time we've seen that in a while from the stance change option. VGY manages to find it. Keeping it nice and simple.
Ender.
Yep, nice and simple end.
Down four. That running grab, it's just, the hit rate of that this weekend has just been phenomenal. Looking for it, changes disguise. Oh, I think that was meant to be an instant air knife toss.
Either way, it didn't turn into what VGY wanted. Oh, a nice catch on that jump back. Procs manages to find it. And a scoop again! Match point. Can ScorpionProcs seal this one and stop VGY from making the comeback? I mean, VGY has locked in with his Ghostface now. The comeback will have to be done. And again, every time Procs hits one of the disguises, enforces a mix-up on the way back in.
Stabbing it in the foot as well. Cheeky little reversal.
Oh, again, was that a drop on the restand potentially? VGY maybe making a mistake? Or just going for like a knockdown reset perhaps? Okay, this is what you want. Can't turn into anything more though. No Movado on the back of it. Movado can pick up off that low. Procs has seen that one before, ready to catch it.
That's such a scary situation.
Oh no!
Oh, that was meant to be
that was
there.
that was 100% an input error. Oh, and ScorpionProcs manages to get the 3-0 this time. No reverse sweep. And ScorpionProcs, I mean, that's what you expect from him, right? That clean play, that's what we were seeing in the build-up, especially in that first set. But then beforehand, it was Sholeta was able to get that momentum rolling. This time, VGY just not able to find it. Yeah, but you could see it on his face. Definitely not happy with that. You know, being a good sport about it, you know, as he is a very good sport in general for competitive. But you know, he's not going to be happy with that result. And again, going down 0-2 in this group, not an ideal start. You know, that's half of his game's already done, and that now kind of puts you at the mercy of everyone else in the group.
It's a difficult loss to take. Just going down 3-0 twice, it's difficult because the likelihood of other people having a similar record, I don't think it's particularly likely. So
it's not impossible, but
it becomes very, very difficult.
You never want to be putting yourself in a position where you're having to hope on the downfall of others, right? You have to hope that other people don't win certain matches, which is just the nature of the game and this kind of round-robin group format, I know. But
that's how Tweedy made it through.
It is.
He got his cheeky 3-0 and then
well,
had to
the thing is, you got 4 games to play, right?
Yeah.
So if you can break even at 2-2, force a tie break, the problem with VGY, though, is his 2 losses are 3 zeros.
Yeah.
So winning on a tie break is going to be very, very difficult. But hey, anything can happen. We are here later in the day. Thank you so much to those of you watching at home who are joining us online, whether you're watching on HBO, whether you're watching on live streaming platforms. We are late in the day, getting through now the final group. We are a good number of games already in. We have 6 of our 8 finalists locked in, ready to come back tomorrow, and 2 spaces left. Now, Faisal Kombat versus Sholeta. Sholeta, the young hometown hero here in Mexico. Faisal Kombat just on the back of a fantastic comeback. And is looking like he's actually going to be going in with the Shang Tsung again. Last time from Faisal, started with the Shang, ended up going to the T1000, brought it all the way back. But, I mean, speaking to Faisal a little bit here and there, it does sound like he's got a lot of faith in his Shang. You know, but a lot of the mistakes he made, they were input errors. Execution, easiest thing to fix, right?
Well, many people
Don't
out
drop the
there,
combo next time.
people out there do consider Faisal competitively to be the best Shang Tsung out there. Just more like, you know, different styles compared to some other Shangs out.
I mean, Shang low-key has a number of ways to be played, right? You know, you've got like the Wraith approach where you've got Shang Goro and you're just going for like the resets non-stop. You've got like the more kind of long-range kind of zone-y teams, I suppose, but then the Shang Tremor really has been like the comfort for Faisal for a while now. The question is, was this just a button check?
Yes, it was. Here come the headphones.
More in terms of character choice, I suppose, but I guess we'll find out in a second.
Well, I'm liking as well the fact that these are the 2 players that have both done their respective crazy reverse sweeps early, and now they clash. A fitting story.
But it does mean that one of them gets to guarantee that there will be 2-0 in the group, which is a phenomenal spot to put yourself in. And let's see who it's going to be. Will it be Faisal Kombat or Sholeta? You know, I actually wonder if Tremor can combo off of those fireballs if you're in time enough.
Oh. Oh. So weird seeing Striker's overhead get punished when you are the Shang version.
Well, Striker's cameo version is advantage on block.
Yes, it is.
Let alone punishable.
All right. Big knockdown again. Faisal. And again, saving the Tremor. The fake-out layer of this cameo has already been established.
Oh, wow. Uses Tremor to sponge that Neoplasm. The problem is if you use Tremor to do that, he's down for 10 seconds. It's a long time to be without him, especially if you need him to recharge.
Oh, wow. The grenade actually hit so close, you didn't have time to jump cancel even if you wanted to.
Okay, Tremor's almost back. Sholeta in a good spot. Plenty of meter to go. Faisal, not impossible. But anything Faisal can find here, there's going to be a break opportunity. Oh, unless, wait, no, hang on. The machine gun catches it. So Faisal going for that uppercut into the cancel version for the 2 bars. You are meant to be like armored during that. And the idea is right there, when someone's going to go for an unsafe move into a cameo option, go for an uppercut punish, armor through the cameo move and be done with it. But the machine gun, so active, completely bypassed the armor. And Sholeta able to make the most of it and seize that first round.
Wow, the low poke into the scoop. That wasn't even a combo, but Faisal caught slipping. Bed of spikes, down 1 into poke. I know a thing or 2 about that myself, I'll have you know. All right, knockdown, good range. That's where Shang wants to be. The good thing about that injection, yeah, if you spend meter, you can morph, become the opponent. The regular one just sends them full screen, and that's a great situation for Shang. Only issue is against Havoc of all characters.
Oh, okay.
His role is pretty scary.
Well, especially as a reaction option, right? If he can see he's going to go underneath, roll as a response.
Yeah, very risky for Shang.
If you've
to
got
channel multiple
Striker
skills.
ready, you can machine gun off it, turn it into more damage. Speaking of which, there he is. Oh, okay. Not a huge reward from there from Sholeta, but able to establish some pressure at least with that throw. Yeah, there's the armor, face out. Not looking to rush this game, I think.
No. I mean, if you try and rush things against Havoc, that's where you walk into something and just take like 400 life. Went for a wake-up roll, I believe. It looked like a down 3, completely crushed it. And the combo early, plus frames of the bed of spikes, the back-to-back. That move is so active, it hits when it looks like it shouldn't sometimes. Requires a lot of knowledge on the opponent's part. All right, command grab into machine gun. Decent damage on this. A good quarter of Havoc. And the Striker cameo back.
Oh, there's the punish. And that's where if you're not going to use Tremor to make it safe, the roll will be able to catch it every time. Okay, Sholeta finding the back two. Those long advancing mids. Armor, yep, that's advantage. Faisal manages to get out of there.
Now, although that was plus on block, there's no way Faisal wanted to enforce anything. Lovely flawless block, still alive, gets the Striker! The breaker is available though.
Okay, at this point, not such a terrible spot for Faisal. Tremor is fully ready. Oh, the morph! Oh, the back-to-back. Yeah, Faisal morphing into Havoc there, trying to get something started, but Sholeta determined to deny it with the back-to-back pokes there. No, sir, you do not.
All right, side-switching throw. Oh, that helping hand did its maximum damage.
Oh, wow. That was the far grenade toss.
All right, morph into Old Shang. Didn't quite finish the string, though, the trade.
Oh, tried.
God!
Tried. If you flawless block that helping hand, you make it unsafe, but downside, if you mistime it, you just get hit for big damage. There it is again. Ooh, okay, okay.
All right, Faisal. All right, mate. That's dead.
So Faisal wasn't really able to get anything started the last time he morphed, but this time, no, I've got an idea. The question is, I don't think it's quite enough. It might be just enough or just too short. Okay, it is, barely, but it will do.
Must have been a combination of mash, and when Shang morphs, he gets extra damage. I am you, but better.
Oh no. Misspaced. Oh, misspaced the ground goals, but no follow-up. Sholeta managed to get the machine gun there, but was that standing to instead of a back to? An unfortunate input error. So much damage left on the table.
Expensive input error at that.
At least Shang Tsung combos take ages, so if he hits you and you're waiting for your cameo to come back, your cameos will be recharging.
He's doing you a favor, really. Nice guy Shang.
Definitely not nice guy Shang. There's nothing nice about him.
Evil, wretched man.
Devious.
The delay there, catches, command grab, just to keep the threat going, right?
Hey, but the thing is significantly low. Oh, hello. So Sholeta didn't pick up from it, but looked ready to do so.
Another punish, yo, the matchup knowledge of Sholeta. Safe job, oh, meaty low. Meaty low, and it's not worth the breaker, so Faisal holding on to those 3 bars of meter for the next round, way more efficient to have it here.
Oh, a bold start from Sholeta. Normally at round start, you kind of lose that, you build that distance between, but they were close enough to threaten a button immediately. So Sholeta, maybe that jump back, trying to catch a button from Faisal.
Yo, the crystalline punch, it whiffed.
Didn't
You always
quite work
forget
out.
that move has such short range attached to it. BT, turn stealing down 1. The negative back 2-2, yeah, but if you hesitate and he down 1s, you're going to eat it and take frame advantage. Poke.
Yeah,
Oh,
armor,
the
no, the grenade still put a stop to it. Cool, catches Faisal on the way in there, trying to establish after the tremor. Not going to happen though, Sholeta in a fantastic position now, catches the jump out.
No way! No way he found that! Sholeta, this is the hometown advantage, my friend.
And Sholeta looks like he's in a good mood, and who can blame him? Up at a 2-0 lead now.
Yeah,
and Faisal unfortunately finds himself in the same position, 2 games down with the Shang.
Plenty of work to do, but if you can start your journey by defeating ScorpionProcs and Faisal this early on, Talk about momentum off that.
So Faisal is actually sticking with the Shang Tsung. So no change to T1000 this time, like we saw before.
Here's the problem, though. If you go to T1000, this character hits really hard. And if you have to enforce mix-ups as T1000, and even with Striker, they can be pretty unsafe. Pew, pew, pew.
I mean, it's not like they've been absolutely like dominating matches. Like Faisal definitely has had moments where he can win. It's just Sholeta is just playing better when it comes to it.
Oh, EX bed of spikes is significantly safer than the regular one. You'll notice Roll has punished regular, the Scoop has punished regular. The only issue is Faisal will have to spend his resources to not get punished. Finds it. A really weird situation. Striker can kind of mess those up a little bit. Delay. Oh, escape failed.
Yeah, Faisal paying attention. A lot of life to work with, though. Ooh, okay.
Very bold breaker attempt, actually.
Yeah, Sholeta in a bit of a rough spot here, and there's the throw off the stagger. Faisal. I mean, Sholeta, you know, Sholeta's got to be playing with some confidence right now. So those kind of breaks where it's like, well, not the easiest to bring back. Can't really blame him. That young man confidence. Although it didn't work out this time. Oh, nice. Still able to catch up.
You
No,
thought
couldn't get
this
anything
was
more.
over? Think again. The strength of the Tremor ambush.
Yep, Faisal with a confirm, seeing that ground skull connecting, getting that distance, and this is what you want. You want to establish that neutral. Not the easiest thing to do, though, against Havoc. The threat of that roll always
at
present.
this range, Roll's a threat. Plus frames. Picks up. It's going to be command grab this time. A corner combo for Sholeta. Trying to really squeeze out everything he can. Keeps
Nice.
the same side. Lovely side switch. Definitely wasn't expecting that. Yo, it launches the EX version. Let's go.
I have never seen that before. I'm going
Neither
to hold
have
my
I.
hands up right now.
No, Shang players don't really use the cameo move. Like, they just straight up don't. Let alone being able to EX it.
Faisal tried to make that safe with the Tremor, but the Striker Grenade stopped it. But it actually looked like Sholeta wasn't ready for it to happen at all. So Faisal sticking with the Shang Tsung, looking like it was a good choice right now. A game on the board. That's just how every set is going to start today. Regardless, one of the players is going to go up 2-0, and then something else will happen.
I mean, expect the unexpected at finals.
That is the tale of Group D. It's Group 2-0 and whatever.
It's Group 2-0 until it isn't. Out of spikes. The roll! Completely bypassing the Tremor there. That wasn't for damage, that was just to send a message. Establish that layer. If you can stop Faisal from trying to better spikes because he's worried about your punishes. Oh, you want to try and punish me? You can't punish me!
Fantastic start. Faisal looking good.
Tremor has just been the ultimate wingman here. Unbreakable punish as well, keeping it nice and simple.
So the thing is, Faisal didn't need to do that because Striker was actually down. But I feel like Faisal has been so used to seeing Sholeta just go for a roll into cameo, especially if you got the beater. It's like, look, even if it wasn't necessary, I could see why Faisal was being careful.
Take the unbreakable anyway.
Well, especially Shang can always build more meter, right? He actually does a really good job at building it.
Especially with Tremor. Certain block strings, 3-hit moves, extended strings, skulls into push. Like, my man's building meter like he's just made of money.
Yeah, this time the low.
I mean, the grab has hit almost 100% of the time, so...
The good thing about that mix-up, though, is because the Striker machine gun keeps you stuck in place for so long, even if you aren't correct and they guess right on defense, they're still stuck blocking it. You can enforce something else after.
Faisal has been playing just so much more, it's weird to say, but more defensively than usual. Sholeta has not had as many opportunities to just kind of, in essence, just stick those buttons out, enforce those mix-ups. Good block on the overhead. Sholeta, he gets the command grab, and he's got fatal blow.
Yeah,
that is
enough.
absolutely going to be dead. Here we go. Match point for Sholeta, by all means it should be, unless you can mash like you've never mashed before.
Oh no, this is super dead right here. Finish it. Sholeta. Match point. This crowd is going to blow up if Sholeta manages to get 2-0, or 2 wins in a row, I should say. Remember, the winner of this is the first player in the group to go up 2-0 in sets, which is a phenomenal position to put yourself in.
All right, we convert from our armored reversal. This is a good start for Faisal. right, that's the zoning that he needs. Has to be careful though, again, if there's a striker ready, if there's meter, whiffs the helping hand! Too eager to close it out. Must have expected some sort of advance, but there was no one home.
Faceal ready to capitalize. He's definitely switched on, covering with the tremor this time.
All right, wait. For Faceal and forcing these weird situations, he is spending meter on those enhanced overheads. All right, knockdown frames. What's the mix? Commits hard! Too hard, in fact.
And that's unbreakable, yeah. These skulls, you can't break out of these. They are projectiles. And Faceal with the perfect follow-up. And now a Game 5 again, Ketchup. How many times will this happen today?
Faceal was on the back end of that. Has been composed against Axar. Must now be just as composed
But the difference,
against
though,
Sholeta.
when Faceal made the reverse sweep against Axar, it was mainly due to a character change. This time, Faceal stuck with Shang. This is a adjustment in playstyle. I think Faceal getting a lot more confident with that kind of neutral control. Oh, try to break the armor on that EX helping hand.
Oh, no scoop for you. Looking for these weird long-range scoops. If Faceal was getting clipped by that a lot, but honestly, just for lack of a better term, it just has not been working as well this last few games. Defense has just been more mindful to it.
So I think Sholeta has definitely been quite eager to let go unsafe mix-ups, and Faceal has just been blocking them correctly as well. And speaking of which, Faceal, match point now.
Sholeta was looking so good in this series, and the crowd will be chanting his name, trying to give him any kind of support they can. Faceal scoring first blood in this second round, however, with the match point behind him. Down one. Is it mix up?
Nothing too substantial. Just went for the grab mix-up off that mid without the machine gun behind it. The payout definitely significantly lower, but still trying to keep Faceal on his toes. But Faceal's defense has been such a highlight.
Armored reversal, and if you block, it's double-digit plus frames.
Oh,
no.
what a confirm.
You can't
Faceal
break.
sees it.
Oh, you can break
these
now,
skulls,
but
by the,
wasn't worth it.
by the time you can break, you've taken so much damage, is it even worth it? Yeah, I don't think so.
He's got a machine gun. He's got 3 bars. Can't break. Can't get away from that. Oh, no. You're taking so much damage. Is it even worth it now?
Faceal!
The better spike!
Completely playing around the breaker. Sholeta had a breaker for so much of that, but Faceal just one attack at a time. A better spikes here, skulls there, whatever it is. Faceal is able to clutch it out another time. My goodness, the composure on this man to bring it back twice in a row in 2 sets. Now the only undefeated player in the group remaining. Wow. What a fantastic spot to put himself in for qualifying for tomorrow.
Shang Tsung.
Wow.
Very much just not a popular character by any stretch. So seeing him do well in competitive, I gotta say though, you're probably watching. Shouts to you, Wraith. I like your Shangoro, but Faceal, godlike.
All right,
Godlike.
so that is going to do the first handful of games we've got in this group. We're going to go to a quick break. Don't go anywhere. When we return, it is time to finish off Group D. We will find who our 2 qualified players to join the top 8 is going to be. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few minutes' time. See you then. Peace.
Hey, welcome back. You're watching Final Combat 2025. My name's Ketchup, joined by Mustard.
Yo.
We are going through now the next portion of Group D, which has been pretty much chock-a-block full of Game 5s already. And the standings are starting to get very, very interesting, that's for sure. Faisal, his second Game 5 of the day.
Reverse Game 5, no less. Yeah, he had to do a
But
full
victory.
sweep. Yeah, for sure. And now the only player who's 2-0 in sets. But that does mean now, as we go through to the later portion of this group, it is still all to play for. We are not quite in the 2 players being guaranteed yet. I'm not going to lie, I definitely see this going down to potential tiebreaker situation. So, you know, admins will be on that, keeping score of the games, the rounds, and all that good stuff. But so far, yeah, there it is. VideoGamezYo is down 0-2. Faisal up 2-0. Sholeta and ScorpionProcs tied Axar. So right now, it's looking like potential 3-way tie, but again, 3-way tie. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. There's plenty of time for it to all flip around. But currently, our qualified players are Sonic Fox, Gurr, Kanamani, Lavender Rain, Nicolas, and Tweedy. Made it out. The scoreboard says that Tweedy was 1-2, but it's definitely wrong. Tweedy did win in the tiebreaker scenario in Group C, and Group D, we are currently waiting to see who is going to be maybe joining Faisal, because it's weird, right? Because everyone plays 4 matches. There is definitely a reality here that we can still see plenty like 2-2 ties. It depends on who's left and who's got to play and all that complicated stuff, but don't worry, that's why we have admins who are keeping track of it. And we'll find out who those qualified players will be. Definitely a rough spot, though, for VGY to be in, because it's not just that he's down 0 in 2 sets. It's that they were both 3-0s, you know? So this, however, very important match, as always. Axar, ScorpionProcs. Do we think there's a potential for a Reiko mirror, maybe?
I suppose that would come down to how confident ScorpionProcs is in the mirror, because ultimately, you know that Axar's going to pick Reiko. Like, okay. So, I didn't see if that was if a button check's already been completed.
Well,
if it hasn't, we could be gaming. Oh, hang on. Are we gaming? Oh, we're gaming.
Procs plays, well, that was literally like a mirror match. They both backdashed, they both waited, and then they threw stars at the same time and they like counted each other out. But when you're someone like Procs and you play a lot of characters, you're only going to play the mirror match if you're like, I am very confident. You know, if you don't think you can win it, you ain't going to play it. You're going to play one of your other
he's off
characters.
to a pretty good start at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Down 4+ frames. 3 of them. 4.
So much advantage being enforced here.
Lovely armored reversal. Bit by bit, taking away Axar in this first round. Standing up a little bit too early on those stars. Tremor. Safety. Does get the running. All the same.
Definitely anyone's game.
Takes the minus
never mind.
frames!
Oh, wow.
That was not intentional. You know that was meant to be ground pound, but it doesn't matter.
ScorpionProcs managed to find it. Slight execution error in the end, where Trevor came in with the punch. Usually Trevor comes in with the ground pound and turns it into a combo.
It's a strange input. Because Reiko switches sides to perform his DDT, you can accidentally sometimes get the punch instead of the ground pound. The game auto-corrects, so that's what's going on there. Armored reversal again, ScorpionProcs. Very greedily says, I want to take my turn back, thank you very much. Ooh, and the stars too. More armor, the know-how. A 6th sense.
That's one thing about Procs' Reiko in general. Such amazing use of it. It always seems to find the right time to use it. Immediate momentum shift.
Got a block on the low there. It's such a small little game of MK1 being played at this range of 2 Reikos. The moment you establish any plus frames, that's when it's party time. But knocked down, axed up. Trevor down, but useful.
Yeah, okay, Axar finds a round. Answers back, tying things up.
Only 1 bar of meter separates these 2 players, so I would say rather negligible right now. Down 4.
It really is a true mirror match though, isn't it? They're trying to enforce the exact same thing. They're either at point blank range or they're at like back 3. Like no in between.
That was pretty much empty jump air grab.
Another armor, Axar giving a moment here. Oh, that post whipping. Anything with it though. Oh wow, again the stars. Again, Procs.
Good
Slowly
block.
but surely chipping away at what's left, but Axar looking for a big moment here, but Tremor was away. He got hit, so he was out of action. Yep, massive advantage. Into the running grab. Oh no, Procs, as soon as that wake up crouching, like down 4 connected, as soon as that poke connected, it was over.
Yo, ScorpionProcs, he didn't have to do that fatal blow. He didn't have to do that at all. We're in finish him.
He's doing it for the people.
That was
that
a mistake.
No, those super moves are cool.
Oh, no. Don't get me wrong. Those super moves are cool. But do we think doing a fatal blow as almost like a mini fatality in a mirror match? I don't think that's a coincidence.
I think it was more like, imagine it's like the exclamation mark at the end of the match.
That's right. I am 1-0 up. ScorpionProcs on the board.
Okay, the running grab again. The damage that comes with it though, so mighty. Safe jump situation, massive advantage being looped. Procs throwing the lead now, Axar. And again, the moment Axar gets anything with advantage, ScorpionProcs immediately responds with armor. He is looking to just seize that turn back and be in the driver's seat the entire game if he can.
Don't let that scoreboard fool you. ScorpionProcs is 1 game up to 0. Forward 1, nice confirm. There's the dunk, and with Tremor available, oh, nice. You know we're ending. Ends the combo without doing a string, goes into a grab, because special moves build meter.
And you get the side switch, so you're kind of going back to true mid-screen, whereas you're kind of, you know, approaching left corner territory.
Arguable otherwise.
Not really in the corner, but, you know, one hit will take you there.
Yeah, I'd still rather not be here. Unjustifiably, the position I'd rather not be in. Low poke. Rare footage of a regular
I
throw
know,
coming out from
Reiko's
Reiko.
normal grab.
He has a regular throw.
That's not a DDT.
Slide. Fakes out the Tremor once again.
Yep.
Big jump in. Cash out. Keep it nice. Wake up down 1. Yo, Reiko's down 1. More range than you might think sometimes. Oh, no!
Uh-oh. Yeah, you have to break. Yeah. That was a lot of damage. That would have even things up.
All right, here we go.
Oh, huge jump. No, didn't follow up. Another scoop. Procs is finding it. 1 scoop at a time.
Down 4+ frames. Another one! Mate, you weren't kidding. Does ScorpionProcs have 1 more scoop in the tank?
Hey, ScorpionProcs has a lot of meter and Tremor's almost back. I'm worried. I think Axar could be in a really bad situation really fast. Axar waiting.
I mean, he has got Fatal Blow. And as we know, he likes to use it.
Not
Down
there.
4+ frames. Overhead. Oh my lord, ScorpionProcs keeps it so simple. We're going back now. Right. Character select. What's it going to be?
I love the way Procs just doesn't overcommit. You know, obviously, whenever you go for the air grab or any of those mix-up options, you are on paper taking a risk because it's never guaranteed. But he's so good at finding the moment to do so. And then when he needs to just chip you down a little bit, if there's like 300 life or so, he is in no rush. You know, Reiko is the kind of character who can get 1 hit and boom, suddenly you've lost 300, 400 life, sometimes more. But he is so comfortable just doing it 1 hit at a time. You know, don't go too far in. Just take your time, no rush, and again, a 2-0 lead this time.
This would be a
You know what I was
big
saying
victory
before
for
about
ScorpionProcs.
every match in Group D just starting with 2-0 in some way? It's happened again!
We'll just wait and see if Axar can break this and, you know, get himself a game on the board. We all know we'd love it. Lovely whip punish there on that back 3. The confirm. Splat. What's the mix? Waits the down 1. Lovely choice. Oh, the Tremor on hit. That is so dirty.
Okay.
Big launch.
No, missed the follow-up. Damn, Procs goes for a reversal scoop a lot. In those situations where you're not unsafe, but you know your opponent's probably blocking,
His
go for the grab.
success rate on the scoop has just been phenomenal, though.
Uh-oh. Oh, the cancel! That could have been huge.
Oh, you're dead!
Wait, hang on a minute.
Down.
Wait,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, that's enough.
Oh my lord, and the standing button. That's actually harder to time than dash in down 1. That whole thing is harder. He went for the optimal when truly he didn't even need to.
And look at the damage from this. I mean, that's 530. You didn't need it.
Make it stop. 530, and just like that earns himself a match point. A 3-0 versus Axar would be massive for him.
This will be a huge way for Procs to get himself back into this group, though. again, the more sweeps you can get, means you're not going to be at the mercy of tiebreakers later on.
That's the whole thing. If we go into a tiebreaker situation in, for the rest of this block, right, we're well on the way through it.
What a pickup! Long range jump kick into slide, that was juicy.
Oh, went for an up block. Massive risk doing that against Reiko. That's frames. The sweep.
Okay, that's something, but just use the tremor, so can't extend.
Uh-oh, big slide.
Tremor's back for Procs, there's no break for Axar, that's the last meter gone. Nothing left to spend, okay, nice stars.
No, there was
Procs.
some insane flawless blocks, but right near the end couldn't find it.
But I will say, dare I say, Procs getting a little bit impatient. I know I was saying before about Procs not being in a rush to finish off those rounds, but that was the exact opposite. So many just micro dashes and just constantly just trying to close that distance. And running into stars the whole time. Oh, what a whiff punish though.
That whiff punish was ridiculous. Cashing out with Tremor. We want as much damage as we can, just shy of 400 damage, a dash in throw, the reverse throw, the less obvious direction. For those unaware, you can text 2 different directions for a throw, and you have to dedicate which one you're going to go for. So the less likely option,
hey,
oh my god.
You can always get out of a throw, it's just a question of what rate they're going to go, but in this instance it might not matter. Tremor's there, is that enough? No! The break comes through, Axar, the final lifeline he may have in this entire set. What a comeback he has to achieve here.
He's just got to pull it out of thin air. He's got no meter.
Tremor's ready, there's no bar, there's Fatal Blow. ScorpionProcs is nowhere near breaker. This is 2 clean hits. Okay, hang on. Okay, that's 1. Grounded Fatal Blow. That's gonna be like 300 plus.
That is what we call a tick throw. You do it on block, and essentially you have that guess between up and down, right? They jump or they don't.
No! Oh, and there it is. Wait, no! Save! Kept alive! Axar has a chance. Hang on, advantage, and the armor again! ScorpionProcs. Time after time, always looking for that moment to let that armored reversal rip, plow straight through your offense. You think it's your turn to press? No, it isn't. It's mine.
We were talking, well, I say more specifically, you were talking about how ScorpionProcs just seemed to never miss the mark with Reiko armored slide. And lo and behold, that's exactly the option that caused him to win that set. So a really, really good win there for ScorpionProcs, a very important win for ScorpionProcs. As now, we looked at Faisal just before, who was the only player 2-0 up in the group. You kind of look at all of those individual results, being able to get a win that dominant against Axar. In a mirror too, Axar's the Reiko god. He's one of the world's greatest Reiko players. And you just beat him in the mirror. So how about that?
I mean, I do worry if that kind of loss might stop the momentum of Axar, because obviously Axar has gone into this entire final combat from a fantastic win in the last chance qualifier. Was our last player to be guaranteed in final combat.
He had to win an entire tournament yesterday.
Yeah,
what I mean?
Axar had to win
sleep, wake up, eat breakfast, go.
A significant one-day tournament yesterday. It was a long day. Axar won, was looking unstoppable. Started off today, could not have looked stronger. And now to lose the mirror. I mean, I know the mirror match is ultimately, everyone loves watching the mirror match, but at the end of the day, it is just another matchup. But to lose it when you are kind of like the Reiko guy, I hope it doesn't knock his momentum too much, because Axar definitely very much still in this. Okay, Sholeta and VideoGamezYo. It is so important for VGY to not only win this set, but win it 3-0. If VGY wants to be safe from any form of, for all I know, it may be too late to even stand a chance to win in some theoretical timebreaker, but if he can win 3-0, but a big ask in the face of Sholeta, for sure.
Homelander versus Havoc. I thoroughly think that's going to be the matchup. Sholeta, that Havoc striker has just been a little bit out of control in this group. And I know the Homelander, that has been, as of recent months, very much has become, I think, the most successful character that VGY has been bringing to the table. Just to rewind back into Combo Breaker in May, the major tournament out in Chicago. That was the character that really secured most of his success.
And also the character that VGY hasn't really played as much at all in this event compared to some others. Which
surprising. You almost feel like perhaps he's going with too many characters at the moment.
Well, VGY, he is that kind of player where he just plays a team of characters that he thinks suits him, obviously, and covers what he needs to cover. On the flip side, when it works out, he looks like a genius. It's like, oh my god, he's got these fantastic character choices. He's always seemingly doing the right thing. But then in this kind of instance, when he's down 2 sets, it is easy to see it and go, maybe he's just choosing the wrong characters. However, that being said, Homelander is one of his most played characters these days. So I definitely think this has become like a real go-to for him. And a high damage opening there. My goodness. VideoGamezYo starting off strong. Sholeta, though, also in a decent spot in the group, but currently tied in sets. Definitely wants as many games in as
I mean,
he can find.
Sholeta's got that home advantage buff. Like, this entire crowd is in love with it. And so they should be. I'm not saying that as a negative, by the way.
Hey, hometown crowd, that's part of esports, man.
Yes, it is.
You want
There's
to
the
see
break.
it.
Back to a decent range. VideoGamezYo in the driver's seat, but not really looking good on resources. You know, the break comes through now. Oh, dear. If Havoc clips you with Fatal Blow at this point, mix, no, staggers, hesitation. Doesn't do it again. Oh, gets clipped by a mid and then tries to challenge that 1-2. Shoes him up. Round 1, VideoGamezYo.
And Homelander Havoc, this is such a Chaos Reigns matchup. I think this is like one of the things in Season 2 that we've seen so much. And for good reason, these are two incredibly powerful characters.
Big knockdown advantage. You've seen it many times, and we will see it many times more throughout this weekend. Second scoop. The first one launches. Oh,
Nice
second one
answer.
splats.
Yeah, that armored helping hand.
Hey!
Better.
Too far away. The float didn't catch.
Oh, wow.
Anti-air.
Long range anti-air there.
It's a long arm there for Havoc. He didn't even have to separate it this time. A break. I'm not sure about that one. A bit of a greedy break there from VideoGamezYo. Still has a round to work with, but must have the absolute confidence in taking it. One grab and that's it. I think that break was a mistake.
Yeah, definitely don't want to be going into round 3 with no resources. I mean, Fair is there, sure, but Homelander definitely wants to spend that meter.
All right. Starting to play a little bit more of the Homelander stuff. The dash-in grab in the air. The Ferret to turn it into combo.
Oh, no flawless block on the helping hand.
Lovely
Okay.
challenge.
Yep, that's the answer to Striker. Again, Homelander very good against the Striker characters, the teams. Because that forward advancing movement, avoiding those grenades and gunshots. Oh wow, look at this corner pressure. VideoGamezYo swinging out some buttons right now.
One round apiece, advantage VideoGamezYo, but we've seen Havoc's comeback factor. Did not believe in that advancing low though, did Sholeta, and now forced to break. No resources. Striker, yes. Fatal blow, yes.
Oh, there's the low from the Ferrer stance. VideoGamezYo manages to find it, game number 1. That has got to be a sigh of relief moment for VideoGamezYo. You know, he's 3 sets in, manages to find his first game, what could be, but again, so important for him to win dominantly in his 2 remaining matches. If he can win this 3-0, there may be a reality where he can still potentially make it out. Maybe. I say maybe, because the maths may already be against him on that.
Lovely neutral crouch there. VideoGamezYo went for the grab, no one home. Stagger's good again. Down 2 just to trade favorably from the grenades. At that point, you may as well just take some damage. The delayed Ferrer for another time. Looks for it, finds the mid. Wants to try and keep it simple though, didn't want to overcommit just in case. Float pressure. Watch the down 4s. So much hit advantage on those down 4s. Get off!
Oh, what a whiff punish. That was so clean.
Playing footsies with his literal severed foot. I like it.
Partially severed. It's kind of hanging in there.
It's doing its best.
That's going to be the world's worst hangnail. Oh, what a catch. Sholeta manages to swing out the big mid, and that's going to be a confirm.
Not only don't have to spend Fatal Blow, take the combo for what it is, but because of the scoop, you end the combo with a lot of the mid-screen, possibilities of Homelander back to the corner. So, all things considered, perfect round for Sholeta. Help me. Oh. Now, I said earlier on, the more hits Havoc takes, there's a maximum of 3 before it gets broken, but the more hits he takes, the more damage that does. Ugh. Painful.
I see good duck in that high option there from VideoGamezYo. Oh, there's the machine gun though. Yeah, you have to break. A machine gun has so much advantage, even if Sholeta was getting hit there like he was, you're still going to recover in time to get a full combo off of it.
Well, we've seen Havoc players put themselves in a bad spot as a trap to try and get you to press.
Oh,
and then Striker just
long
comes
range
in.
though. Oh no, VideoGamezYo.
Oh
This is
dear,
the
no.
follow-up? Oh no, this is not what you want to see. Sholeta can't quite pick that up. Bit of a funky distance.
Oh,
there's
he
the catch. That's got to be
hesitated!
it. That's got to be it. Yep, just confirm it to that fatal blow. Do that damage. Move us on to game number 3. That has to be enough, surely. Yeah, there's no way you live this.
It very much looked like a dropped combo there,
No,
catching
definitely.
the airstring. I mean, you never see a Homelander just do nothing off that.
No, I'm for sure thinking that was a drop combo from VGY, which is very unfortunate. So I think the health that Sholeta had left must have been what that combo would have finished off.
A hard pill to swallow, knowing that it could be 2-0 in your favor.
Yeah,
Worst
for sure.
thing you can do right now is dwell on it, though. We've seen that too many times in the past with players. One game apiece.
Okay.
Hey, immediately back in.
I mean, it's a brave start, but a good way of showing that confidence. Like, hey, I dropped the combo and lost the game, doesn't matter. Ground start, grab. No fear.
Advance. Defensive striker. It just allows Sholeta. You have to be so hesitant on your advance, you know? You second guess every punish, every advancing button.
Oh, speaking of punish, yeah, there it is. VGY with a big opening here. A decent start. Sholeta approaching break, but oh, there's a floor spot with the grenades to cover it.
Sizable knockdown.
Oh, hello.
Into the leap. Berra's going to see something about that. As now VGY secures a round here. Saved on a lot of resources in that round as well, so spending one of those 3 bars on the EXI laser just for the chip damage, the pushback. Nice down one there from Sholeta. And that's now going to be a full combo. Has to break. That would have done a lot of damage. Oh, but watch your feet. I've got a low laser, mate.
Yeah, this is the combo that VGY messed up before, but this time not the same problem.
E-mid, staggers it again. Last minute Ferrer release. A nice down one again, but the down ones are hitting from such a weird angle that Sholeta really can't go in and capitalize. He's trying, but it's just whiffing. Advancing button, punish the down one with his own. No down one scoop. That's the threat, right? Down one scoop. You try and punish it with your own down one and eat it.
Oh, after all that, Sholeta with the incredible defense manages to find something with Striker in the return. He gets to a relatively even spot. Sholeta still down on life. Gotta be careful. If VGY gets any opening here, it's gonna be over. Ooh, bold. Waits until the land, and that's enough. Yeah, just on the string by itself in the air. Man, that was almost a sick opportunity for Sholeta, though. On the back of that defense, finding that Striker, but couldn't turn it into anything else.
Right, now, again, just because we've gone back to character select does not mean we're changing characters. It's very likely Sholeta just needs a minute.
Hey, it is your right. You know, as a player, you
There we
get
go.
some time, go back to character select, give it a think. You do not have to rush back in. In fact, it's probably best that you don't. You know, it's final combat. You spent the whole year trying to qualify here. It's finally here, and you only got a few matches left to play. You know what I'm saying? Take that time. Consider your options. Do not rush it. But VGY looking at a 2-1 lead right now over Sholeta. There's the catch. Nice pickup.
And I know that while the opponent's in the air, that machine gun's going to really mess with the combo gravity.
Oh, nice.
Big EX. Dive kick, long leg, whatever you want to call it. There's the grab once again. Big launch now, VGY, corner pressure. Right, there's the defense. Good block on that.
Wow, that string from Havoc is already so advantage on block. I wonder how much more it gets when you've got the grenades on the back of it.
Oh! Down 2 again. Watch yourself. Again, that down 1. You want to punish it, but you're so worried about the scoop.
Oh, what a whiff punish with that fatal blow, but that's the thing. Downside of Homelander's fatal blow hitting multiple times is you can actually break. Even if it's the first thing that hits you, you can break it.
Certainly an anomaly. Flawless block.
Oh, look at all that chip damage denied, VGY!
How did it miss?
Tried to interrupt the corpse spin there, but the spinning torso wasn't enough.
There's the dash once more. I want to put you in the corner. Homeland, he just tried to stick out that standing one after the spin, and he's like shadow boxing. My man doesn't know how to fight.
It's just really weird. Yeah, oh, so strong. I love the way Sholeta is using those like wake-up strikers when your back's to the wall, because he appears so far behind. It's kind of hard for your attacker to do anything about it, especially against Homelander.
All right, big pickup. We're going to take another knockdown, 400 in the bank. Thank you. Another down 2.
Yeah.
That's that favorable trade I was talking about.
I think for sure, if there was a bit more time, we maybe would have seen the amplify from it to get the extension. But VGY on the back of that sequence, going to be going into a match point. I mean, words cannot describe how much VGY desperately needs this win. I guess words technically can describe it, but it's important for him nonetheless.
That's what you're doing, Jake. It's your job.
I know. But VGY needs this. And if VGY can get this win without it being a Game 5, all the better for him. But the same can be said for Sholeta. Sholeta definitely doesn't want to be going down another loss.
Whoa! Either didn't quite get the scoop or didn't quite believe it was going to whiff punish. Delay immediately into the float. Another good block. That could have been scoop. That could have been overhead. VGY picks the correct direction. For now, however, we have a match point. Needs to open him up.
Oh, wow!
Oh, no!
Because he was airborne, it gave the pop-up! Oh no, Sholeta didn't get the end of it.
I mean, that was a weird combo, right? I'm not surprised he wasn't ready for the conversion.
Okay, yeah. We've got a link here. There's Fatal Blow and lots of meter with the right opening, but no Pharah. That's the problem. Homelander will struggle to find the kill damage here without Pharah. But he just hit Striker. Hang on a minute. There's an opportunity. Pharah is back. Fatal Blow immediately, though.
And hitting Striker is going to make this combo deal extra damage. It will not kill. Make no mistake, this is not the end of the game, but it's a really good situation.
And Striker only just started to come back, though. He's not going to be ready. You don't have access to grenades for a little while. But for a few seconds, VGY, no, hesitating.
He's got meter. He can play the ranged game. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. That was way too late. And VGY does secure a win. His first victory in group stage on the board. Sholeta falls short, 3-1. VGY secures a victory.
Hey, if VGY had committed an extra button on the back of that string, that advancing normal, then that whiff punish would have been good. But VGY did not overcommit, stuck out what it was. And a 3-1 win. Again, I don't know the maths on it for sure. For all I know, VGY is already out of the tiebreaker scenario thanks to those 2-3-0
Even if he's out beforehand, it's just nice to have a victory.
But he can still end at 2-2 and do his best to continue it if he wants. Sholeta, again, in another situation now, so that's another loss for him. Did get a game in the process at the very least, so yeah, I don't want to speak too soon, but I definitely see this going down to a tiebreaker scenario. This is still very much anyone's game. Even Faisal. Faisal is 2-0 in this in the groups right now. That can easily swing around to 2-2. You know, like this. Don't get too solid on it right now, because there's plenty of chances for this to shake it up, as we see.
Well, we'll be finding out momentarily what our next match is going to be. It really is sort of any combination.
Yo, the names are wrong again.
I know. I don't want to point it out.
You're wearing red,
I am
bro.
wearing red, though. I am wearing red.
Maybe it's this lighting. Maybe it takes the red away. But
it makes it yellow.
I'll do it again. It doesn't really matter. We're twins. We're practically the same person to begin with. It doesn't really matter.
We may as well be the same. We have the same voice.
That's true.
You know.
Anyway, not the first time it's
I'm
happened.
larger
Probably
than you.
won't be the last.
You've lost a lot of weight this year.
That's true. But, you know, whatever. I'm just saying you're wearing red. I think it makes sense. But that doesn't matter. What does matter, our next matches we have on the way to finish off this group. Man, end of a day already. This has been such a long stream of just competitive MK. You know, it's been a year of build-up in the process. 20 players made it to this final stage, and sad that so many of them have had to say goodbye to today, but those that are left will be putting on a good show tomorrow, and I'm very excited.
Every player that has made it to Final Combat is going to get a piece of that $200,000 prize pool. The question is just how is it distributed as you get higher and higher. You know, you make that final day, you take a bigger chunk of those winnings. If you win the whole thing, you take the lion's share of those winnings.
Ooh, I just saw what our next match is going to be.
I saw it too.
ScorpionProcs versus Faisal Kombat. So this is for sure a group decider right here.
If Faisal wins this, by all means, he should be.
I don't see mathematically how Faisal can be knocked out of the group if he wins this. I don't think he can lose the group. You know, it'll be 3-0. Is there any person he's got left to play after ScorpionProcs? It will be... He has not fought VideoGamezYo yet. That's the one. He's got to fight against VGY.
I can hear the button checks in my ears. So we'll be jumping into our next match very, very quickly. Kind of wonder the matchup that we might possibly have here.
Well, I actually think Faisal's best opportunity here is going to be to go with a Shang. Because I feel like, I was talking earlier on about how ScorpionProcs has had quite an inconsistent year. A big thing is he has seemingly been taken by surprise by some picks that maybe he's just not as ready for. I don't know how prepared he could be for Feisal's Shang Tremor. Because Procs is the kind of player who really thrives on that matchup knowledge. But again, how prepared could you be for Shang Tremor unless you've played like Feisal, who's like one of the only people in the community even remotely playing this team?
I would say even remotely playing Shang. The reality is Shang
definitely one of the least played characters competitively in this game.
He's not the least
sure.
played though, by all means. There's definitely some characters even
but
at
he's
Final
down
Combat. There are some characters that we haven't seen this weekend. We haven't seen Noob Saibot. We haven't. I'm going to look at this roster actually because clearly ScorpionProcs I think has had to quickly step away for something. So I doubt he'll take much time.
Who haven't we seen at all in group
We
stages?
haven't seen today. Haven't seen Noob Saibot. Haven't seen Katana.
No Sindel, that's a surprise. Sindel is very, very successful.
I don't think we've seen a Melina today. We did in the last chance qualifier.
In the LCQ we did, yeah.
No Rain. There's no Rain. Well, I'm sad. Rain's my favorite character in this game.
No Omni-Man. No Conan.
No
Conan the
Reptile.
Barbarian.
No Reptile. No Smoke.
No Sub-Zero.
No Liu Kang. He's on the cover of the box.
His new era, but he's not in Final Combat. A shame.
Liu Kang needs to pull some strings, I think. Put himself into Final Combat.
But as is the nature, right? When you get to this point of play, you know, players, they're going to stick to who they want the most and who they feel the most comfortable with. I think so far, looking at who's qualified, I mean, what characters are we guaranteed to see tomorrow, right? So Sonic Fox is in. So Sonic Fox and Gur from Group A. So Cyrax, Geras, guaranteed. It's going to be those two for sure, unless Sonic plays something unorthodox, which is unlikely. Kanamani and Lavender Rain. Lavender Rain, Takeda, Ermac, most likely. Kanamani, mainly the Homelander. Johnny Cage, if the matchup calls for it as well.
Not Sindel anymore. Sindel did get a few nerfs a few
Although,
patches ago.
which is strange, because Kanamani did play quite a lot of Sindel at EVO and was very successful. Yeah, I think Sindel played a big part of Kanamani's success at that tournament. Group C, Tweedy, the good old-fashioned Tweedy 1000, and Nicolas on basically whoever he
a combination.
Yeah, combination, whether it's another Homelander, Reiko, and all the above. So it sounds like we definitely have a decent amount of character variety to look forward to tomorrow. And now we're just trying to find out what characters we can see. We could get a Shang Tsung in there. Shang Tsung, top 8 in the world. Damn.
Getting a Shang into top 8, I mean, this is what Feisal does. Feisal was able to bring Katana into the top 8 finals last year in the World Finals. If he's able to do the same thing with Shang this weekend, I mean...
It'll be impressive because you're
the guy's just talented. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Because those are Katana and Shang Tsung. Those are two characters who are like, they are not very popular competitively. They don't see a ton of play. They are seen to be trickier on the execution side of things. It was Katana Chameleon back then, which is a very hard team to play. And
Still is.
And now Shang Tsung, naturally as a character, is quite difficult in this game. So he is in a position to effectively do the same thing again, where he can get tricky characters in that no one's really using 2 years in a row. But in his way right now, ScorpionProcs, who is all reliable. But let's see how it goes. Allow me to be a bit biased for a second, though. I kind of hope that Feisal takes it. I want to see a Shang Tsung in Sunday Finals.
I think a lot of people want to see Shang make Sunday Finals. However, it's T1000, which is, I mean, it's the other character he's been using this weekend, so we shall see.
ScorpionProcs on...
Did I hear
the
Farah?
Johnny Cage? Farah? I don't think so.
Yeah, I thought I was just an
I
idiot
don't think
there.
so.
I think maybe the jet lag is starting to sink in a little bit for your boy.
You can't keep saying that, and eventually at some point it's just be like, I misheard.
It's
My
late!
mistake.
It's late. Let me have an excuse. However, starting off big time with that Johnny Tremor.
Once
And
again,
T1000.
it's only 8:30.
Yeah, but I woke up early.
It's late for me, leave me alone.
It's late for me, dang it!
Okay, Feisal. And ScorpionProcs though with the Johnny Tremor.
All right. Goes in for the big play immediately there. Didn't believe in the forward two, just let the standalone thing rock, and now command grab. That command grab doing 90 damage, that's not very much, right? You have to chip away with that thing.
Oh,
Whip on it!
Okay, immediately the fatal blow, yep, the break is forced from Procs. Oh, just notice a bit. Even the fact that Feisal lost that round, at least Feisal was able to get the break out of Procs, but winning the round is definitely more valuable than wasting the meter. So definitely still advantage Procs.
Oh, hello, that was awesome. Manages to find the forward two. All right, the side switch now. You're always likely to be seeing side switches with T1000. It's just the nature of his combos. Command grab as well. Here comes the biggest damage we can really pump out from the machine gun. What's the mix next? Wait for, yep, backing off. Faisal, very happy to play this neutral game. It's kind of his whole core in a lot of ways in MK1.
Oh no, not in time to punish the whiff grab. Very unlikely, or very unlike Faisal to make that kind of mistake.
Careful game here. ScorpionProcs does not have access to a breaker yet. Faisal does, but you know he'd rather spend that meter on killing you. Finds it.
You can definitely see the hesitation from Procs to
No!
really dedicate though. Because Johnny Cage so good at just going for those little micro dashes into advancing normals, but Faisal is just occupying that space. Whether it's his own like long range normals, his pokes, whatever it's going to be.
I don't know if that nut punch was intentional. I've never seen a Cage nut punch there before.
Oh, ScorpionProcs. Oh wow, the side switch? Tried to whiff punish, he just walked straight into it that time.
Side switch again. I want my damage, please.
Yeah, that was a significant damage increase too.
Back to the neutral. Face out. This is what he wants. Just for good measure, the safety of the grenade for the spike does manage to get clipped by ScorpionProcs all the same, however.
Oh,
dirty!
Low overhead, overhead low, who knows?
I
But it
certainly
worked.
don't. Defensive striker grenade. Did manage to clear a little bit of space, however. There's the up block, and there's the unbreakable! Two mechanics used so short space of time, perfectly executed.
Damn, up block into unbreakable, so clean. Procs definitely switched on these last few matches he's got to play in this group.
Finds the overhead. Oh, possibly recovered a little bit too late to capitalize. All right, Homage. I want it. That was good. That was good. The invincible nut punch makes a lot more sense, although it is 2 bars of super meter. There's the advance. The side switch again.
Okay, Faisal, looking for more. What's he gonna find?
There's the machine gun as well. All right.
Okay, a sequence going.
The command grab, it doesn't add much damage to the combo. The big thing it does is take time. Time that regenerates your cameo.
Good block on the mix. Even in that instance, even if ScorpionProcs can't get anything huge for it, as long as you just don't take more life. Faisal, oh, manages to find another hit. So many times Faisal just hits those long-range normals, that extended 4-string that T1000 has.
Oh, 4-3 nut punch. Restand, damage. All right, there we go. The opener. Johnny Cage's fatal blow, sometimes I swear it just does not believe in damage scaling. There we go, 470.
Okay, the left, right, good
That
patience,
side
though.
switch
Oh.
machine gun is so cheeky.
But then when you go for the grab after the strikers finish connecting, you know that layer of safety is gone. Procs manages to find another hit. Okay.
With punish, striker saves the day, and Johnny Cage put himself in the air, so he got a full launch. All right, unbreakable, down 2.
Oh, that's going to work. You're going to build the break, though. Procs has to use it.
All right, one solid final hit here for Faisal. Oh, no,
That's
he
the
whiffs
big one.
again!
But thing is, so many of those standing fours from Faisal, those long normals, have just been straight up connecting. At the same time, if you do whiff them, Johnny Cage is so equipped to deal with it.
Very risky game to play, but if you're confident,
And Faisal, definitely one of the more defensive, slower players in the community. Oh,
that
hang
was
on.
good.
Yeah, gets opened up, has to come off the break.
and speaking of which, Speaking of the standing 4, just straight up hitting in the neutral. See it again. 1 game apiece now.
Man, such a deal breaker of a match, though. I don't know if I can say with absolute confidence, but I'm fairly sure there's a good chance that whoever wins this match basically makes it out of the group. I'm looking at like the maths on how many games are left. I don't want to say it to a definitive. Yeah, that's what the admins are for, but there's a damn good chance that if you win this set, either of them is going to make it out.
Oh, going in for the Reiko for this situation, though. This is the matchup that allowed FaceOut to reverse sweep Axar. But they're different Reiko styles. ScorpionProcs was able to actually defeat Axar in the mirror earlier today. So let's see if there's going to be something a little bit different. Oh, God, spending the meters just to get anti-aired by the striker gun regardless. Ouchie. Here we go again. Command grab. I mean, it's a layer that you have to enforce, but striker cannot allow you to combo from it. You know, the gunshot, yes, only from the very beginning. But there we go. Nice pickup. Spends the tremor as well. Wow, that hurts so much against a 900 HP character. EX! Do we spend Fatal Blow? We do. Sorry, the breaker, surely.
Yeah, I definitely forced you in a situation where it's like, do you want to lose the life lead or your meter?
Oh,
Man, that left-right stuff.
The
from Face
mix!
Out.
He
Oh, that's
believes!
enough, and in range to pick up as well.
that
Face Out.
low was so unsafe, but worth the risk, it seems. 1 round up now, Face Out. Almost 2 bars a meter as well.
That means Face Out's in the lead in the set as well, though. And maybe the first time so far.
All right. Striker grenades picking up. Face Out. His spacing with T1000. Oh, the low again! He just knows what direction to dedicate to at the moment. Drops the combo. Whoopsie.
Oh! Face Out with the hard call out.
You can say that again. Spending the grenade just for the extra damage. That's it. You have to break the pistol. You can't break that one. 2-1 now. Face Out.
And the knowledge as well from Face Out to know that, the multi-hit gunshot was going to connect off that too. That's got to be like a weird kind of juggle height.
I'm telling you.
That's 3 individual projectiles.
Online, there is what feels like hundreds of hours of Face Out versus Tweedy T1000 mirrors.
Oh, that's fantastic. No, but landed on the machine gun.
That machine gun is
2
such
mistakes.
an anti-jump cancel. There's the button. Nice
Damn.
confirm now. We don't care about corner, we just want damage. We want the life lead. Safe jump now, the grenade, just for good measure. Good block on the overhead there. ScorpionProcs, not out of it. Just Face Out, these clutch moments. Wonderful block on the low as well. This is it. No!
The whole
round
slipped through ScorpionProcs' fingertips. Oh my goodness, not how you want to see it go down.
You are alive, you are alive.
Oh, but how can you avoid that chip damage? Just a meaty down one, you're not going to mess that up.
You had to expect a down one and perfectly flawless block. That is match point now for Face Out. Has the opponent right where he wants him, back to the wall. Forced to use that breaker though. Not just to save on the combo damage, but to keep the screen advantage. There's the 4-3. Turning it into the full string now. Big knockdown. Ending the grab. Take that time, get the striker grenade back. Mix up or not. Wonderful neutral duck. Get off me!
Another up block. Still ready for it. Okay, there's an opportunity. ScorpionProcs very much still in this set.
ScorpionProcs needs this. Face Out wants to close things out. Oh, ho, ho. You've got throwing stars, mate. I got a 9mm.
Oh wow, big resources spent here, but for huge reward. Nice damage, another scoop.
Wonderful.
The downside is just ScorpionProcs just spent so much, you can't really finish off the remaining life in the same fashion. Although Tremor is back, and there's also another bar. And that's going to be it. Oh no,
Huge
a key
punish.
break.
Getting that breakaway from Face Out right now is huge. Scorpion looks for it. Oh, can't get the down 2 out in time. Come on, grab. Give me that striker back.
Oh, the dash up scoop, and Tremor to catch off it too. We are going to another game 5. ScorpionProcs still very much alive in the match.
I ain't surprised.
No.
This group has been the group of game 5. Anti-air, intercepted.
Oh,
My
wow.
man, strikers are the case. Big jump.
Wow. Such
Tremor.
a bold choice to just hold up and wake up there, but Faisal so ready.
Managed to get the restand as well.
Oh, the trickiness. And now the corner is the reward. But again, Faisal keeps finding so much advantage and is just using it to back off, just wants that neutral. And because of it, a match point again.
This spacing has just been out of control. And eats the overhead. Faisal does not want to overcommit though.
Oh, the patience.
Oh,
the Procs
tricky.
just wanted to defend there, but Faisal is all over him.
The overhead comes out again, ScorpionProcs. That's not where you want to be.
When your back's to the corner though, there's an overhead in that string, sure, but the low spike he's got, you can pick that up easily in the corner. So Procs is just making the call out, but he's guessing wrong, unfortunately.
Definitely looks for the down 2 jump cancel there. Oh dear! Overcommits to the grab. A bit too early. The block shot of the grenades was still active. A lot of resources have been spent here just to keep Faisal alive in this round. He wants to close it. Watch out for these whiffs. ScorpionProcs!
Oh,
That was
Faisal.
such a risk.
It is because there's no break in sight, no striker either.
Fatal blow for Reiko.
Anything Reiko hits will kill. That's it. That's the round. That's got to be the round. Unless Procs drops this, which normally I would say not going to happen, but he has had some execution errors in this set, but not this time. When the chips are down, he does not drop that. And now, game 5, last round.
Match point, both players. The backdash looks for it. The respect on striker. Ooh. He has the stars still within his body while he does that grab. Lovely block on the teardrop.
Yeah, Procs' defense has been incredible in this entire final match. Oh, baited the anti-air.
Restand again. Yes, solid knockdown now. Safe jump. Overhead. The punish. Ooh, really big.
Punish. Yeah, perfect timing there. Oh, wow, okay. Using Tremor for a little adjusted combo there. Another massive wake-up jump Faisal with no fear. I guess he does have the break, so he can afford to make those big decisions.
Watch out, though. Reiko, fatal blow, locked and loaded. If you get grabbed now, it will do enough damage to kill, and Faisal knows it!
Oh! Is that going to be enough? No, it whiffed completely! Faisal! Oh, that is enough, Faisal! Kombat! Oh, dear! That whiff punish attempt, my heart stopped for just a minute. I'm not going to lie.
You can see the relief.
You
can feel the relief.
I thought for sure that fatal blow was going to grab it. But Faisal managed to make it happen. And I think there is a damn good chance that win guarantees Faisal making it out of this group. Again, I don't know if to 1,100%, but there is a pretty darn good chance that means Faisal makes it out into tomorrow, which means potentially only one spot left already. That spot is so going to go down to a tiebreaker. I'm calling it now, for sure. Man, what a match, though.
I mean, it's a great way for things to go, isn't it?
Yeah, fantastic. Wow. We do love our Game 5s here at Final Kombat, here at Mexico City, where we are bringing you the World Finals action for MK1. We are almost at the end of today, but fear not, we have the rest of the matches left to go, a handful left to finish things off. And then tomorrow is the playoffs, the final 8, the best players in the world. And then we find out who's taken home the lion's share of that $200,000 that is all on the line. And pretty big motivator for our competitors, I imagine. Now they're this close to it.
I mean, especially for the players that have already qualified now. They're sitting pretty, they're watching the matches. Some of them may even already be asleep as we speak. But I mean, ultimately, we'll be... we don't have much of this group left to go, is what I'm trying to say.
I mean, there can only be a couple of matches left, surely. I'm going to have a quick look right here on our schedule.
Faisal, though, 2-time Final Kombat finalist. Looking very much like 2-time Finals Day qualifier.
Okay, yeah, so that whoever won that match did make it out of the group. So congratulations to Faisal for being...
the 7th player of our 8 finalists.
Yeah, exactly.
There is one left to fill that spot. Axar versus Sholeta is about to begin. I am going to assume Reiko versus Havoc is going to be the matchup.
So I think There has to only be 2 matches left, right? Because Axar, I think, as of Sholeta, Axar would have played everyone. Sholeta, as of this, would have played everyone. And then it's just VGY and Face Out. So I'm fairly sure there's only 2 matches left, unless I'm completely wrong, which I am not a smart man,
you know
my
what?
friend.
I will
wrong.
let you make the assumption there and leave you out to dry if you're wrong.
Hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. These things happen. I'm just, you know, I'm looking forward to watching some darn good Mortal Kombat. Oh dear. Hey man, you can't call me out like that. We're on TV. Yeah, we are actually. Sorry about that. Shout out to the TV viewers, those of you watching. If you've been watching the long shift with us today and you've been watching the whole thing, I hope you've enjoyed the show. If you've just tuned in, welcome to the show. We have a few matches left to go today. All of tomorrow left to look forward to as well. So, good times inbound, no doubt.
Also, if you're the kind of viewer that just saw this, the title, and went, you know what, Mortal Kombat? I used to play that 20 years ago. What's this all about? And you have stuck around, special shout-outs to you. Welcome to the world of competitive Mortal Kombat. Enjoy your stay.
Okay, we're going in. A few matches left to play.
There's the up block immediately. This is a no-fly zone, Havoc. Stitch your nose back on. Eesh.
Man, I feel like Axar, of all the Reikos I've seen, Axar is so good at those like down one conversions. When he just hits you with a poke and it just catches you off the ground, he always turns it into something. Sholeta, what a nice catch.
Ah! God, I'm never going to get used to seeing how much damage that combo does. One striker, by the way. Speaking of, the other one comes out, try and make the scoop a bit safer. Not necessary. That's going to land. Oh, God, he went the wrong way! Reiko, you need glasses, mate! That one is a shame. However, Sholeta going to be happy about that first round. Great momentum, and almost a fully loaded striker. 3 bars of meter as well. Doesn't commit, fakes it out almost. Goes for the jump in. Unfortunately, that jump did put Sholeta in the corner. Not so much for getting rushed down by Reiko here, more just giving Axar this entire screen space to work with. Because now you have got to work your way in. You will get zoned out.
Oh, the trigger and anti-air. Oh no, didn't delay the follow-up enough. That was like the longest range standing 3 anti-air I've seen in a long time with Reiko. And we've seen some good ones this weekend.
Yes, we have.
Some crisp.
Sholeta walking his opponent down here. Just in case you went for the any option that the machine gun would have
In that kind of
blown up.
instance, though, if you're going to go for that mix-up, right, that Havoc, that advancing, you know, there's a low option on the end of the normal, there's a grab. If Strike is gone, the reward is, like, minimal. So who cares if you get hit by it, really? Oh, nice. Okay, Sholeta, though, that being said, one small hit at a time is gradually bringing this round back. Although Axar is going to spend.
You're dead.
Yeah, that's enough.
That's not that is not an armored knee slide. That is a normal one. So no combo scaling at all. That's just going to do full damage. One round apiece in this first game. Oh, wow! Long range scoop drops the combo though. Leaving damage on the table, but not only damage, setup potential, positioning. There's the scoop. We dedicate to the low. Understand there's no down one counter poke, so content to go for the command grab here for Reiko. There's that 2-1. Big knockdown, big overhead. Good block on the second. Good block, and there's the invincibility.
Oh, wow, the
wow.
catch.
What a pickup. Never seen that in
the
the
way down. Oh, what a whip punish, but the break is ready, Sholeta. So close, but staying alive again. Fatal blow. Oh, the flawless block, so clutch. There's no meter, so you can't rely on last breath. It's flawless block or nothing. And we don't get to see it another time there. First game going in the way of Rewind Axar. God, I'll never get used to saying that.
How much do you want to bet Rewind just wanted to put his own name in someone else's name?
No!
That was a joke. That was a joke. I promise you that was a joke. He very generously sent Axar to this tournament. I am so sorry to all the Rewind fans out there.
Not particularly funny joke.
That was a terrible joke.
Bad joke. A rotten joke, you could say.
Down 4.
Oh, big bait. And an even bigger punish.
All right. Second scoop. Can't resist a second scoop. Hey!
Apparently he is addicted to the scoop. Axar is possessed.
Staggering that standing one. Scoop again. Think again. Oosh, oosh, oosh.
Oh, wow, okay. Sholeta getting opened up here. I mean,
You know,
this is
I
probably
often-
just about to give Axar the lead, I would assume.
I mean, it'll put you in a fantastic situation. I often forget that 2-1 straight up combos into Fatal Blow. Axar uses it so much, I really should remember. There's the sweep, playing the little game. Squeezes out a down one! That down one was huge! And enough to take the round! Fatal Blow, gone for Axar.
Yeah, it's a pretty important thing for Reiko of all characters to lose access to. Whether it's just the raw 50-50 element of it, or the massive combo damage you can add. Yeah, definitely not an ideal situation for Axar.
All right, nice hit confirm. Breaker there from Sholeta. Oh, went for the counter poke. The thing is, torso spin, it does a decent amount of chip, and it will work well with grenades and the machine gun. The issue is, very slow starter. If you are, oh dear, we're a bit greedy on the wake up there with Sholeta. Axar cashing out, and now in a position to be 2-0 up. If Axar can win this really clean, I do wonder how much of a factor that's going to play. Because Axar, he was off to a flying start.
Especially if we do end up in a particular like tiebreaker scenario. But again, we'll see as that calculates as we go through the group.
Another big jump in. Axar is just so consistently ready for that cheeky second overhead. Uh-oh. One scoop. Definitely expected something there, but Sholeta wasn't going to bite. The command grab is such a crazy situation to deal with. You have a breaker, but you're so weak. Oh, that was a risk. And yes, we will just immediately restart match. Sholeta, one game on the board now, making it one game apiece.
Just getting confirmation from admins. They are still in the process of looking into tiebreaker scenarios. So we'll update you with exact results. There is a potential that things could already be getting decided, if not already, but you know, admins are, because of how back and forth this group is being, just making sure that everything is lining up. So for now, still definitely playing like it's all on the line. Because hell, even if we already know who's making it out of the group, you're still playing for potential seeding in tomorrow, or you're playing for like, you know, for prize money for who's left. So still definitely all to play for.
Goes for the dash-in grab. Can't quite hit the mark there. All right. Went for a big ender. Sholeta confident the round is still possible, and can't say I'm surprised. That should, by all means, get the breaker out of Axar. But if Tremor's gone, Tremor is still gone. Owie. That 10-second penalty is gnarly.
Yeah, he only just started to come back. I mean, obviously his regeneration time is quite generous, but oh wow, that is scaling so heavily. You actually live this? Oh, you do? Oh, by the skin of your teeth. But not enough, as Sholeta's able to finish it off regardless. Oh, the long range scoop. Wow. That's the longest range scoop I've ever seen.
I think he ripped his own arm off extra long in that situation. Big
You know what
scoop
that
now.
move is called? It's called in the game Nether Snatcher.
Is it?
We should call it that. But I think scoop is more appropriate for television.
Yeah, I mean, just well. Overhead. Watch your head. Grenades. Keeps the offense going. Seen it a million times over. The 1-1. Good blocks. Watch out for the sweep as well. Piece by piece, Sholeta working on this life bar on the verge of 2-0. Couldn't find a flawless block. And just like that, Sholeta, one more game to defeat Axar here.
Man, to imagine what they must be feeling right now, though, because again, we're so close to the end of this group, and it's when you're doing maths on the fly to see who maybe is making it out, who still can, who still cannot, especially this late in the day. So like, all these players, yeah, I think near enough everyone in Group D, they've been here all day as well. They've been watching, they've been practicing, and now it's almost over, Ketchup.
Although by the time the first group of players were getting shuttled over to the venue, Faceout was in the second. He was having breakfast and still in his pajamas while we were going to the venue. So at least he had a little bit of time to prepare. You know, get himself comfortable. All right, there's the knockdown. Sholeta. The scoop. Just the commitment to that, knowing when to let it rip, has just been on the money every time. Axar is fighting back, but it just feels like you're constantly starting the round at a deficit. getting hit by 1 or 2 mix-ups, and then before you know it, you've got almost an entire life bar to come back with. It is now match point for the hometown hero, Sholeta. Can the kid pull it off?
You know Sholeta would love to get that other win in front of this crowd, though. This crowd has been behind him this entire time. But it really it has been such a tough group overall. And so back and forth. I feel maybe the most back and forth group we've had today.
I think so. I think this has been the most.
I mean, Group C was close, don't get me wrong, but like Group D, I feel like this is just another level.
Well, Group C ended on the final match decided everything.
Yeah.
That's going to be hard to top. Down fours to down fours. Big
Full
whiff. Massive whiff punish there from Axar, but no combo for you. Combo breaker. Oh. Wow, big scoop. Tremor getting spent absolutely to win that round. The match point for Sholeta continues, but Axar, one more round and we're going to, would you believe it, a game 5.
Oh, the advantage. Huge jump, though, from Sholeta.
Sholeta just holding North the moment he got clipped by that standing 2.
I mean, it was to avoid the grab mix-up, right? You can't grab someone who's off the floor. Massive damage for it, too. That was one hell of a reward.
All right, we armor through. Some could say a possible risky armor as Axar now, especially off the back of this grab. There is no breaker, and we've seen the damage that Havoc Striker can do. All right, we punish. That's not going to have any of the armor scaling because it was a regular slide, so we're going to even things up. There's an overhead. There's a second. Blocks the third. All right, mix up.
Oh, that's the mix. Yeah, you have to break that. And now puts Axar completely out of resources, but no striker.
Tremor's gone! Tremor's gone for 10 seconds, but it doesn't matter! Axar finds the whiff punish! And to some would think this is a script. We're going into a game 5 once again.
It really has just been the group of 5 match sets, or 5 game sets, I should say. Lord.
Both characters down fours are being pretty instrumental buttons of that mid-screen.
The difference is, Reiko is quite easy for him to make the most of it. If he can see that down forward connected, that long poke, he has a number of options he can enforce. Havoc, it goes really far, but not quite as guaranteed to follow up from, even on hit. That's why you do tend to see Havoc players, they'll go for like, you know, that right there, that down four, that low kick, into like a scoop. They want to try catching you, you're moving after it.
Breaker from Sholeta. Confident. I mean, I think you can tell why he was fishing for the unbreakable down 2 jump cancel.
Okay, yeah.
Immediate break there from Axar. Mystical. It's a fatal blow. Axar just needs to simply land it. Might not even need to now. Finds it. Hesitant. Does not want to get clipped. Blocks
the patience!
Defense!
The fact that Axar managed to defend against all of that is, yeah. I mean, at this point in the set, talk about impressive.
Down number 1, helping hand, the respect.
Nice trade.
I mean, blocking that helping
Oh,
hand.
there we go.
The bar of meter. He does manage to find an opening all the same. Sholeta. Let's see what we're getting. Big jump in. Armor now does not need to spend the tremor. Hold on to it for the next significant hit. What are we looking for? Finds the launch. Sholeta will not break this, but you get clipped again. You're going to have to.
Even if you get the chance, this is one hit at a time. It's overhead, it's lows, it's pokes. Oh, and Axar with a final overhead. Say thank you very much and GG's. Again, playing around the breaker perfectly. You know, if you've got a break, you can get out of a combo. What if you never get hit by a combo? What if it's just individual hits over and over and over again? And Axar is going to be increasing his record here in the group stage. We are getting so close to the end now. We very well could have it already decided who is going to be qualifying out of this. But even if we know who can already make it and who cannot, you still want to place better than everyone else who you can, because there's still prize money to play for. And that's, you know, that's still something. That's you don't want to walk away empty-handed.
It's a $200,000 pot. Have I mentioned that before?
Yeah.
I think I've said that once or
figures.
twice. That's a lot of money.
It is.
For a weekend of Mortal Kombat.
Not bad at all. But that does take us down to what I'm fairly sure is our final match of not only the group, of the day. The final match of the day. VideoGamezYo, Face All Combat. I don't know how much of an impact this will have on the outcome of the group itself. But
I mean, FaceOut's through already.
yeah, FaceOut is already guaranteed qualified. There's a chance. I think ScorpionProcs may already, just statistically speaking,
I'm going to be
guaranteed.
unprofessional and just keep one eye on the production chat so we can know.
Yeah, I
This
think
is for your benefit, you, the people.
Yeah.
I've got your best interests in mind, I promise.
But again, even if it's like VGY's not playing to make it out of the group, if VGY can maybe outplace someone else by doing well in the set, then it's still worth it all to play for. And we're at the end of the day. We've got one more match to play. We want to finish this off. We want to get every match done. And also, it also meant that I don't think any matches in this group had to be played off stream, which has been quite fortunate. I don't think Group C had any off-stream matches either. So we've basically managed to get the vast majority of matches in the entire event on stream today, which I've been very pleasantly, I'd say surprised about, but not really a surprise. It is the finals. You want to see as many matches as possible. But it's been a good show. But all good things must come to an end, and we have one final match to go. FaceOut Kombat, VideoGamezYo, training partners, extraordinaires. I mean, who knows how many matches they've played against each other in this game already. But now, the most important matches they will ever play together.
Two players that have played countless hours. It's getting later here in the venue, here in Mexico City.
But it has been a good day. A good day.
It's been a wonderful day.
Full to the brim of competitive ball.
And I'll tell you what I'm really excited for as well when we close up this show is to eat more Mexican food. Because the food here is just next level.
Hey, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a highlight about the evening.
This is looking like a match to me.
It definitely looks like we're good to go. Yeah, we'll finish off this match.
Oh no, our two boys above us, they're locked in. Look at them. They are locked in.
Oh yeah, they are playing. They are playing.
Neither of them have blinked yet.
Yeah, we'll watch some good Mortal Kombat, eat some delicious food, and back at it again tomorrow, where I hope you will all join us once again.
But this has been a wonderful day. Check it out, VGY now, who's ending things with this Homelander Ferrer. Going to try and take out FaceOut. And at the very least, maybe just try and ruin the streak a little bit.
Hey, FaceOut's got to be... Oh my goodness!
God, that was disgusting!
What was that? Was that like using like the Ferrer morph grab to combo with Trevor? That was disgusting.
Yes, it was. That's exactly what it was.
Dirty stuff coming out from FaceOut Kombat. A true master of Shang Tsung, evidently. Always ready. It doesn't matter what cameo his opponent's using, he's got tech. He knows what he's doing.
Has to respect the armored option. There it is again.
That's a long range. That's a long range command grab.
That goes further than the actual cameo version, I'm pretty sure. Oh, whiffs the lunge. FaceOut was looking to take full advantage. Couldn't quite find a significant hit, however. Big pickup. There's the mid of the ground, forcing a breakout from VideoGamezYo. Anti-it. All right. Boom! Here comes Ferrer. Big knockdown as well. Plus frames.
Challenge. FaceOut pressing after that. That laser in the corner with Homelander. Very advantage on block. Oh, the morph.
Oh, no. He's Homelander, but he's got a damage buff. He unironically is better. And he finds the hit as well. Yo, the morph business.
I love how it genuinely feels like FaceOut uses the entire kit of Shang Tsung. You know, we see cameo morph, we see main character morph, we see crazy combos, the unbreakable long-range stuff. Like, really just feels like, again, like real mastery of this character. And a very difficult character to play, I might add. Maybe the hardest character in the game.
I would definitely say there is an argument for Shang Tsung being the hardest in the game.
I think so.
You need the most knowledge. You have to constantly have the execution to swap between old stance and young stance. You need to have all of this weird knowledge, match up information depending on what cameo they have. Like, my lord, he's hard.
Nice punish on the chase down of the bed of spikes. Got to EX those if you want more safety.
Wake up buttons.
Oh, over the laser.
Wouldn't really have been worth it with how much gravity. Lovely low there from VideoGamezYo. There is no breaker available to take the knockdown. Big, meaty, not sure what FaceOut was looking for.
It looked like Wake Up cameo ball. I wonder if the read there was maybe VGY is going to block, expecting options, so Faisal wants to wake up with an unblockable.
I mean, there was a fully stocked Tremor, so the wake-up spin into Tremor was a very safe option.
Yeah, maybe just expecting respect of the armor, perhaps, and going for the unblockable instead. Regardless, ancient history already as we move into this next round.
Breaker escaping the corner momentarily. Look at that active range of those spikes. Yeah, those edges are sharp, man. Don't stick your foot in it. Big whiff.
Nice.
The read made by Faisal. Full combo. Doesn't get the ground skull, though. Not punished. Sometimes you can get punished for that, so it could have been worse.
Not the first ground skull combo we've seen Faisal drop in this group, unfortunately. Having some issues. Oh, it went over.
That was most unusual. But we'll take those. Right, low. Oh no, the Ferra missed! The Ferra missed! That was supposed to be damage busted. Oh my
Supposed
lord.
to be, but wasn't there.
Sadness.
With the round. Oh wow, that ticks! That's the second time, unfortunately, Tremor's completely missed in the corner there, though, unfortunately.
I see the vision, it's just not quite able to consistently get the finish.
Yep, taking a massive advantage there. The better spikes again. The long range.
From
look
how?
at that.
You may as well have been full screen
And
there,
again.
Missy.
Oh, and
Oh
another
my god.
time. And again!
Oh no! Give
Is
us.
Shang even fighting in this round? It looks to me like Ferra's doing all the hard work.
All right.
Sal. Oh my lord. How many grabs was that in a row? Like 4, 5?
I think it was 4.
Hey.
I was waiting for a 5th. I was waiting for a 5th.
It was enough that you get to that point that you get hit by it and it's like, surely not another one. And then another one happens. And you're like, okay, now that's definitely it. And then, would you believe it? Another one. Faisal 2-0. I mean, Faisal could dominate this group with a win. 3-0 over VGY, that would be such a full stop to end this group and take Faisal into just who knows where tomorrow.
There's one word for that: momentum.
Indeed. And with Shang, man, he's old Shang Tsung, the no-good rotten sorcerer.
The nerfed T1000, those that said this character was unviable. Think again. Not only Faisal, but Tweedy in the top 8 as well. 2 possible T1000. But it is the Shang we are being treated to right now as Faisal very much putting on a Shang Tsung clinic to close out the show.
Even though Faisal is at match point, if immediate history has taught me anything, Game 5 is always round the corner. So who knows? But we'll say Faisal looking particularly untouchable in this set so far. Just looking like, I mean, the job is done, right? He's qualified, he's out of the group. He is playing carefree right now. Oh, the quick morphs.
The old morph into backdash to become young and do the instant overhead, that was cheeky.
Well, it's difficult, right? Like, old Shang has the low, young Shang has the overhead.
Unfortunate drop from VGY though. Missing out on a bit of damage, but more so missing out on the long knockdown, the free sequence that follows. So, the barrage of skulls. Each skull, a soul.
Shang never been afraid to be too wasteful in the Souls department.
Oh
no, there's the restand
Oh,
into the
no.
grab. Hey, no, you're alive. For how long? Okay, there's the pickup. VGY manages to find it. Reset. Oh, and Faisal Kombat with the final reversal, the final play of the day. Is going to seal it, win against VGY, and go, man, I mean, a monster of the group through and through.
Faisal was able to...
Unstoppable force.
Faisal qualified to the top 8 finals last year. 4-0, baby!
Hey, Faisal had to work for it. Remember, Faisal's first 2 wins will reverse 3-0s. A tall order for sure, but a fantastic performance all the same. Now, I believe that does mean we are... Yes, we are ready to show exactly who top 8 tomorrow
Oh, let's see
is
it.
going
I don't
to
know
be.
what the bracket is. I don't know what the bracket is, so I'm so excited.
So it was Faisal Kombat and ScorpionProcs who qualified in the end.
Here we go.
This is tomorrow's bracket, my friends. Join us again tomorrow. We are going to be resetting. It is double elimination, 8 players in winner's side. Sonic
Oh
Fox
my God.
versus ScorpionProcs, Nicolas versus Lavender Rain, Faisal, Kombat versus Gur, and Kanimani versus Tweedy. That is a set of matches I cannot wait to see.
An unbelievably fitting World Finals for a year of stiff competition. We've got the lone EU. Well, I say no, not quite. It's EMEA,
Hey,
isn't it?
EMEA,
It's
Kanimani and
EMEA.
Faisal.
Faisal and
keeping the
Kanimani,
dream alive.
I am counting them both. We've got North America. Oh my God. North America, South America, EMEA. Oh, it's perfect. It's too perfect. That's what you want. That's what you want for a World Finals. But it is getting late here. And it genuinely is now, I think, at this point.
I mean, you've said it long enough over a very long period of time, so eventually you're
No,
going
but the
to be
more
right.
I say it, I will eventually be right. You are correct. Yeah,
That's true. Fantastic.
What a day. What
Yeah.
a wonderful day.
It
But a
has been
huge thank you to
fantastic.
everyone that's been checking things out. You know, shout outs to everyone that's putting the show together, to NetherRealm, to WB. You know, the South American team has just been absolutely phenomenal. Their generosity, my God, it's so late. The word is losing. The word is failing me. Hospitality. Hospitality is what I was looking for. It's been absolutely wonderful stuff. Make sure you join us tomorrow, though. We will be at the same place. We'll be here on HBO, various online platforms as well, for the 8-player World Finals for Mortal Kombat. My name is Ketchup. This
My
is
name
Mustard.
is Mustard. Thank you all very much for tuning in and spending your day with us. Same place tomorrow. Where you're watching it right now, come back
Here.
tomorrow.
Here.
Yes, about midday local time. You can find the exact times on socials, NRS Esports, many social platforms, HBO, you know how it is. We'll see you tomorrow, where we will find out of the 8 remaining who will be the definitive best Mortal Kombat player in the world. But we have been K&M. Thank you so much for spending your day with us. Take care of yourselves, have a great night, and we will see you all tomorrow for the finals. Peace out.